I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you could take to them. I'm having that aura, I got that glow. They hate it worse when they know that you know. Walk in the room like I'm covered in gold. I used to suppress it, was about to implode. I used to suppress it, was about to explode. Sore thumb in the room everywhere that I go. Black sheep for the fam, used to think something was wrong. Took a little time to realize I was chose. Took a little time to realize I was special. Ever since birth, been a cold under pressure. Wanna be great, gotta do a little extra. That's why I grind with obsession. Everything about me irregular, everything about me is pressure. Maximum effort, no box left unchecked on the checklist. No stone left unturned, mash on the gas and etc. Or farming hoe, I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paved the way. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't.
What's good? What's good, YouTube? We are back, man. We are streaming live from Souls of Thought in the Raw Society. Y'all know I had to bring my boy, Mr. Monetize. Hey, what's good, Classic?
Classic. What up,
Yes,
Souls?
sir.
Ready
Good,
to rock
good.
and roll, man. Ready to rock and roll. Feeling good.
Yes, sir. We already got the faces in here, man. We appreciate everybody coming in there. I will tell y'all it's going to get spicy and hot tonight, so we might not get to all the comments, but we will get to the good ones. You know what I mean? So go shout out to the fams first, man. What's good, Tez? What's good, Skull? What's good, Plug? 333. Well, I feel like we ain't seen each other in 3 years. What's good, Plug? Jen, what's good? What's good? Who else we got in this thing? We appreciate y'all chopping it up in here too. I love that. I love when the fam talking, man. What's good, Roxy? What's good? Conversation with Soft Rain. And then we got a couple new ones in here. What's up, man? How are you, Miss Chanel? Thank you. I know I seen you on Classics channel as well. Appreciate the support. I think you're gonna really enjoy tonight's show, man. Just want to let y'all guys know, man. It's a lot of positive things going around, man, in the Raw Society Coalition, man. We ain't gonna say too much, man, but silence is better than saying anything at all. So, man, as you see scrolling below, February the 13th, Darren, Illinois. Shout out to everybody who's been buying tickets after watching Classics live.
Yeah. Classic.
Tickets going crazy. So, everybody, man, we appreciate y'all for buying those tickets, man, especially all our what y'all call it, Chi-Town, what y'all brethrens, what y'all call it out there?
Chicagoans.
Yeah. Appreciate all y'all, man, for getting those tickets, man. We appreciate everybody in that thing. See? Yep, they already in that thing. Yep.
Classic.
Yep. Hey, I'm telling y'all, man, it might be standing room only February 13th. You know what I mean? It might be standing room only the way it's looking, man. But we appreciate it, man. What's up, Tristan? Tristan said, y'all be safe, man. We gonna always be safe.
Yeah.
But February 13th, man, we'll be on the west side of Chicago, man, at Darren, Illinois, in the Q Bar. We're gonna be live. Myself, Classic, our other SWAT. We got Uncle Plug at Uncle Plug TV, Conversation with Soft Rain, and our boy, you know him, Tez at the Tez Down. And as you can see in the comments, guys, Rain already put it in there for us. Make sure y'all hit those links, man. Get over there. We also got a Discord that y'all can join. Y'all can chop it up with us real time, just like you texting your family every day. So jump in that Discord with us as well, man. Let us know your ideas and what you want to see. But yeah, we're gonna get to this thing today, man. Yeah. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna play a little classic while everybody getting in this thing. Make sure y'all hit your likes, man. Make sure y'all doing all the right things you need to do when we do this housekeeping. But we're gonna start off with a little classic, man, and we're gonna get right in there.
Classic. They don't like it when you got that glow. And one thing they hate worse than you having that glow is when you know you got that glow. They don't like that. They don't like that at all. So give them a reason to keep hating on it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, or farming home up in rank. Step in the room, they paid away. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't. Envious, cause they really ain't. I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you could take to the bank. That's a parlay you could take to the bank. Know some people I love, put some smut on my name. I'ma still love them the same. I'ma love them from outside of the frame. I'ma love them from outside of the pain. That type of hate don't belong on my paint. That type of hate don't belong in proximity. Lord knows I love to match energy. Won't smoke, I know the back chimney. No hope with me once you an enemy. Well trained, I break you down clinically. BTA is my ministry. Laying that belt, laying that leather. It ain't no picks, it's with whoever. Ain't gotta like us, but you gon' respect us. Before I be soft, I'd rather be deadly. Let's get it. Since I lost Sebastian, my heart has been heavy. Hard in my heart, now it's hard to be friendly. PTSD in my arms, he was with Granny. Heard he was sick and they said it was bad. I damn near collapsed, but my legs feel like jelly. Man down, I lost my family. Therapy dog, who gon' help with my sanity now? Think I'm about vanity now. Been in the gym, I'm trying to balance it out. Managing rage, out of line, some people jumped off the page. Bad time if you really won't play. Bad time for you to play with my name. It's Candyman if you say my name. Or I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paid away. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't. Envious, cause they really ain't. I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you can take to them. I'm having that aura, I got that glow. They hate it worse when they know that you know. Walk in the room like I'm covered in gold. I used to suppress it, was about to implode. I used to suppress it, was about to explode. Sore thumb in the room everywhere that I go. Black sheep for the fam, used to think something was wrong. Took a little time to realize I was chose. Took a little time to realize I was special. Ever since birth, been a cold under pressure. Wanna be great, gotta do a little extra. That's why I grind with obsession. Everything about me irregular, everything about me is pressure. Maximum effort, no box left unchecked on the checklist. No stone left unturned, mash on the gas and etc. Or farming hoe, I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paved the way. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't. Envious, cause they really ain't. I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you can take to the bank.
That's our boy B-Class, better known as the Classic Codes. You can see the legend in person. A lot of people don't get to see their legends until they die, but you can see him in person. You can see B-Class February 13 in Darien, Illinois at the Q Bar. But I know what y'all all came here for, man. Y'all ain't come here to listen to me today. Y'all came here for that tea today. That's what you came here for. You came here for the tea. I told Classic he been bringing the crumpets, you know what I mean? So, you know, I let my boy, he the fighter, dog. I'm a lover. He the fighter, man. He be in the ring. He do his thing. I'm coming in here to talk to you about these niggas that'll stab you in your back. I'm here to talk about these niggas that'll let you down. I'm talking about these people that'll let you just fail yourself, man. Yeah. So everybody's been talking about Anton Daniels, man, and Corey Holcomb. Everybody gave their opinion about the swabble, who would have won, who would have lost. But I'm going to tell you right now, man, nobody wins when you don't have loyal people around you, dog. So that's why tonight we're going to talk about the ultimate betrayal, man. Bystanders betrayal is what y'all are seeing with Anton Daniels, dog. My boy Class is going to be his authentic reaction. We didn't talk about none of this. We came right up here to talk about it with y'all, man. We're gonna play some clips. I gotta shout out our boy. Is it Ilosophical?
Yeah, Ilosophical.
Ilosophical, man. We actually was talking in the chat on Instagram, man. Shout out to him, man. We actually gonna be playing some of his clips tonight as well. So, man, we're gonna give a little, we're gonna give a little bit everything tonight, man. But we're gonna start off with this first video, man. I don't know if any of y'all was watching last night for Room 9, but we're gonna start off with this. I'm gonna show you why this nigga is failing in life, dog. So here we go. And we're going to get to the chats as soon as we can. We're going to try to get to them all. If not, we still love y'all. Y'all keep them going. And Super Chats is open. You can pay to play. So let's get it.
Just they can take advantage of the fact that they are a woman too. So I don't think it's that, oh man, I don't want to be shit like this, or I don't want to have to compete like a man. I think that they want that. And they know that they can leverage the other thing. It's not that they don't. It's not that they want to be treated like a woman. Like why would you pay for a meal if you don't have to? And it ain't that they want to be treated like a lady. It's just that they just don't want to pay no money.
I want my refund back.
Some women, not all women. You know what I'm saying?
What Slimmy's saying, though, it's like the feminine part of masculinity.
I ain't arguing at all. I mean, I say that all the time. But I, as far as this conversation goes, I just think women they're able to play both sides because honestly, most men are suckers, and they're gonna allow it. They're gonna allow it. You don't have to. All right, so we're going for the same job, and this woman, she don't have to work as hard. She don't have to meet all the qualifications just because she's a woman. Just because you, for instance, you gotta let so many women in the workplace, so she just gets the job. Shit like that. Like, you don't have to meet all the qualifications. That's not working and earning your spot. Some women don't have to earn their keep.
Well, why should they? Why should they?
Why shouldn't they?
But
there's like you want to compete with men.
No, they want to beat men, and so you'll take every advantage.
So listen up right here, guys. Anton is about to expose why he's the way he is. Listen up, very, very clear.
I think that's what I'm saying. I think that's the difference. People keep saying, and even myself, I've made a mistake in saying women want to compete with men. I don't think that they want to compete with men. I think that they just want to win. And the difference is, it's like this diversity, equity, and inclusion shit or whatever, right? They don't really care about that shit. The only reason they don't care about as far as, like, I don't believe that women are really advocating for women's rights. I think that women advocate for a leg up to compete better. I think that they feel as though they are able to compete. They'll just take every handicap to go along with it. Like if you felt like you was the best person, if you felt like you was the best person on a golf course, but you could still get a handicap in order to get a leg up on somebody, would you?
No.
Even if it was $1 million prize at the end of it?
Listen.
No, I don't want no handicaps. I don't want no handouts.
Bullshit.
I want to earn it.
Bullshit.
I want to earn it.
Bullshit.
No, there's no bullshit.
Nobody is going to say I want to earn it when $1 million on the line.
Cap.
I will.
You're going to take whatever advantage you can get in order to get the $1 million.
Okay.
And I'm going to stop it right there.
Great spot.
Anton just told us that he'll take every advantage. Let me say that one more time. Anton Daniel just spoke to the world and said he would take every advantage to get $1 million. Some of y'all might be stuck on the $1 million, but he's just told y'all this nigga will go to any means necessary to win, to get a bag, to be that guy. And that is why he is in the position he is in today. And I call this bystanders betrayal is because y'all going to see a lot of videos today of a lot of niggas trying to tell Anton the right thing to do. But he don't ever want to do the right thing.
Your film study is impeccable.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Shark. Yeah, we reaching, and we glad you caught the bait. As we
got him. Classic.
You know, things go over the little dumb niggas' head these days, man. So we're gonna go ahead and keep moving. But y'all don't understand that y'all gonna see a lot of clips today of Anton not heeding to the advice of those around him. And when he tried to get the advice, y'all gonna see a lot of times where he overtalks people. And this is betrayal, dog. This is bystander betrayal. Nobody was willing to talk to him. Nobody was willing to tell him don't go this far. Like my boy Classy was saying, the worst thing, what you said your dad said about the worst person that
Yeah, my pops always told me never beef with a person that give a F less than you do because they willing to go farther than you'll go. Never beef with a person that give less of a than you do. Yeah, trying to keep it clean. You feel me?
Oh, you're good. You're good.
I've been working on it.
You're good. But that's what you guys are seeing here with Anton Daniels. Like a lot of y'all in the chat won't understand it. What's up, homie? He said, "What's good? New Orleans in here? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Louisiana.
What up, baby?
Yeah. So a lot of people don't understand that Anton just told everyone why he makes the moves he makes. He's willing to go to any extent to get what he feels he deserves. He's willing to take any shortcuts. He's willing to put his daughter on the line. He's willing to put his wife on the line. And we're going to keep chopping this up because Classy made a good point, man. Nobody was really calling him out, dog. Nobody's really calling out what's really going on here. And that's what we're going to do here tonight, myself and
I know.
Put up on his end. But we're going to cut up a lot of film tonight. This is a film study, man. So if you don't watch sports, if you ain't a person who likes to understand why the game didn't really go the way it should have went, this might not be the show for you. But if you somebody who really want to understand psychology, you really want to understand what niggas go wrong, we're going to play all the film for you today. That first film happened yesterday.
That was yesterday?
It was yesterday. But we finna go all the way back to the beginning. In the beginning. So what you got to say before we move on, my guy?
I think I mentioned it. I mentioned it on my stream, but I'll mention it again here for sure, is that, you know, I've always took the position that people who are overly about money, I don't trust them. I always said, like, this is a question that I ask people just to measure who I'm dealing with, not to judge them, but to measure, right? I always ask people, if the richest person on the planet Earth came to you with a blank check and they say, write any number on this check you want, you know, for whatever your reasons are. You ain't got to explain it to me, right? Whatever number you want is yours. You know what I'm saying? How people answer that question, it just gives me an understanding of who I'm talking to. That's all. That's all. I'm not trying to say I could prejudge them totally off none of that, but I've heard people say 20 billion. I done heard people say as little as 10K. I done heard people say, you get what I'm saying? So when you ask that, but the 20 billion people, the 100 million people, the quadrillion dollar people, you got to watch them real close, bro, because everything for sale. They loyalty, they integrity, they dignity, they pride, you know what I'm saying? They'll compromise everything for sale. You feel me? When money is just absolutely first for you. You know what I'm saying? You put your family out there on the ledge. You feel what I'm saying? And then look, for the sake of money, back out the blocks when it's time to protect the most. We'll get to it, I'm sure. I don't know what the film, I don't know what all the footage is that we got to tap into. I'm sure we're gonna get to it, but you see what I'm saying? So anytime people start talking about money, and that's all the conversation, that's the top of all. Yeah, but what about the bread? Everything spin back around the block to the bread. You just got to watch them real close. That's all I'm gonna say for now, because I'm sure we got a lot more to get to.
Yeah, we got a lot of film. What's good? My Louisiana guy, he said questions will be answered with just a few questions from me. Yes, sir. Y'all gonna see a lot tonight. We're gonna show the playbook tonight. We're gonna show the playbook. My boy in the building, Plug, said he chose to go against a man who talked ish about his own family. What the F did you think he would do or wouldn't do? Think, nigga, think. Hey, he said he spoke on Kevin Hart's $1 billion deal for his name. Hey, none of that's important tonight, guys. We're gonna stay right here on Anton. We can't take any of the pressure off of Anton tonight. What's up, Sonny? Welcome in to Sonny. So, y'all, we're gonna take y'all back to the beginning to knock out this playbook. You know, because sometimes you got to know what the defense ran the game before. You got to know what the offense like, the favorite play. So we're gonna start right here, man. We're gonna start right here. This is the aftermath right after Anton leaves the Corey Holcomb show. Pay attention. I'm gonna have to call out somebody I really don't want to call out tonight, but I'm gonna have to call them out.
Uh-oh.
What up, though?
What's happening?
I'm still setting up. I'm just getting into the hotel.
Okay.
What do y'all want to know? Go ahead, get your questions out.
Man, I told we should already had the conversation rolling, man. Y'all waiting on orders. Anton would have wanted you to have the conversation rolling already.
Do I have? Okay, I got it now.
Share my screen. Let's get it started.
All right. Give me a second.
I don't know what it looked like from everybody else's perspective.
I can show it to it wasn't no air.
We waited. We didn't even look or nothing. People were
telling us you ain't look.
Oh, they even
I saw the whole thing from beginning to end. I don't need no replay.
Focus, because I know at the end of the day, he want us to focus over here. Okay.
I put it up. I'm telling you, man. All right, here we go.
I would suggest everybody once that stream in.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men.
Well, you ain't
been up here.
You ain't been listening. You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you
don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me wrong.
You're too busy.
My capacity that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you seen something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it. And that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
Here you go, right here.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
No,
See, ain't
homie,
nobody
let me tell you something, homie.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you.
I don't
ain't
suck
nobody gonna
dick.
tell you that. Yeah,
I don't
you do.
suck. Tell you. I don't
Believe me
do
when I
that.
tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same
Let's
energy
switch
you give me.
Let's switch seats. Let's switch seats. I'm with it. Homie, I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about nothing.
Well, I tell you what, watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
You
homie.
say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
Okay, but that gay shit, oh, you
I
go.
don't give a fuck about what you talking
Hey, homie,
about.
I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put no dick sucking shit. Don't put no dick sucking shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say I suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No. I
don't do no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But you're
We
not
good.
crossing up on me.
Yo,
We good. I did already. I don't do dick
We can
sucking
put the
shit.
microphone right now and going up. Hey, I don't give a
No,
fuck
sir.
about
No,
this shit.
sir.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not.
Okay, here we go. All right, now Anton. Let me move this out the screen right here.
How do I? Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna ask you what was this right here, but before I get into you, Anton, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the perception of it. All right.
You can say whatever you want to say.
Okay. So the perception of it from a man point of view, this is two men having passionate conversations. This is one man thinking that he's harder than the other, and the other man proving that he's not. And then they being right here.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
That nigga was like this.
Yeah.
He was holding the microphone like this, nigga. That's
Okay.
That's the honest to God on everything. That
Look at
nigga
Slimmy
was
face, bro.
stripper, bro.
Look at Q face. Look at Slimmy face, bro.
So for everybody who's been, now I follow Anton, guys. I watch Anton very closely for years now. 2K never backed down from an argument or a debate from Anton. 2K was just about to tell that Negro how he really looked.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody missed that. He never let 2K speak again the rest of that night.
Nope.
He knew 2K was going to have the same outlook that probably 95% of people who grew up the way 2K did. Y'all are going to see throughout this conversation tonight and all his conversation, he never allows the people around him to tell him the truth. He will out-talk you. He will over-talk you. He would tell you, no, that's not what you seen. He's going to give you all the adjectives about the other person. He's going to tell you the hands were shaking, and he's going to do all these things to make things, because he just told us on the first video, y'all, I'll take whatever advantage I can take to win. Just like Classic just said, look at Slimmy.
Mm-hmm. Look at his face.
You couldn't pause that on a better face if you tried. That looked like a face saying, nigga, you lied.
Yeah.
But all these people up here, before I let Classic cook, all these people up here, dog, this is bystanders betrayal. That's why I say a lot of people, this is going to go over your head. But I used to use this analogy for a lot of people, man. The worst thing you can do as a general is to go into war, fire, get contact, and you turn around and there's no troops to be found. Y'all are witnessing a general who has been scarred, who has been damaged, and his troops have retreated. They're no longer taking up for him. They no longer talking about him. They no longer willing to. 2K don't even want to argue, dog. If y'all watch Anton and any of the shows, dog, 2K will argue about the littlest thing, dog. Black people living in Mississippi. They'll go 3 hours talking about niggas living in Mississippi and what cars they drive. But the night that you got manhandled, you won't let this dude speak a word. Because you knew 2K was going to give you the reality check that you didn't want.
Mm-hmm.
This is bystanders betrayal. I'm telling y'all, y'all going to look back at this some years from now and be like, yeah. Because I'm telling y'all, the general armor has been chipped. and his troops are nowhere to be found. He ain't got no bandages ready for him. They ain't got no blood clot for him. They don't got nothing for him. He is bleeding out slowly, dog. And y'all are witnessing nothing but bystander betrayal. The only people that are probably going to really stay faithful to him is all the females.
You talking about as far as the panel, not his following?
Yeah, just his followers are going to be there. They're going to be there. Yeah. The Danielites, what you call them, the Danielites?
The Anton Danielites?
Yeah, they're going to be there.
Listen, man. I think I covered this footage already, but I'm disappointed in more than 2K. I know that's your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real, bro. Like, I'm disappointed with more than I'm disappointed. The first person I'm disappointed in is Molly. And I am and I'm not. Well, so okay, I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised.
Okay.
Molly about that bread. So that's why I'm not surprised, because I heard he pay well over there. So I'm not surprised because Molly about that bread. Molly make it clear she about that bread. So I'm not surprised, but I'm disappointed because Molly is the one female where if she spoke against him, because she never, ever, ever do, I think he truly would take heed to it.
Yeah,
I think he truly would take heed to it. Damn, Molly telling me, Molly offering me correction. Molly missed to come to back. Listen, all the streams I did this week, I thought Molly was going to show up if anybody showed up in my chat. If anybody from his panel showed up in my chat, it'd be Molly. It'd be Molly. Molly would come in there and drop $100 super chat. You see me talking to you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Molly ain't give him no nothing. He handled his business. What? Not you, Molly. Molly the quickest to call these dudes gay. Molly the quickest to say these dudes don't protect their manhood. Molly the quickest to talk about niggas that's for sale out here. Molly the fastest, you know what I'm saying? And he's exhibiting these things.
Yeah.
So where's that energy for time? I was disappointed in Slimmy as our local registered crash out. Where was the energy, gang? Because Slimmy not going for none of that. Slimmy from the Midwest. They throw way more hands in Ohio than they do in Chicago. They a boxing. That's a boxing town. It's a lot of champions out of Ohio. They throwing them boys in Ohio. I know Slimmy wouldn't have let that ride. Corey Holcomb would have never been able to sit in Slimmy lap like that.
That's true.
So if you a man who wouldn't have let that go like that, you got something to say to a man who did. You feel me?
I do.
They all just, and you could see it on their face. They were subdued. Anton came in there. 2K said it. It was very telling. Shout out to Uncle Plug TV for catching it. I caught it too. 2K said, y'all waiting on permission.
Yeah.
When 2K began to talk, Anton said, go ahead, say whatever you want. He don't need your permission, nigga. Why are you telling him to say what he want? Even though it's just a little slick, just a little passing by comment, it's telling. Why you say that? Oh, go ahead. You can say whatever you want. Nigga, I don't need you to tell me that. I was going to say what I wanted anyway. Bruh, when I open my mouth, I'm going to say what I want for the rest of my life. Ain't no, I don't need no man to tell me I can say what that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that just lets you know mentally, bro. And I covered, this is an ego check. Yep. It's an ego check, but he's not taking the checking.
At all.
When you don't take the lesson, you keep going through it.
But what people fail to realize, class, is these are his only friends. So if they don't check him,
who will?
He'll never get checked. That nigga, those are his friends, dog. That panel that he builds Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, that's his friends. He has nowhere else to go, dog. And that's what's going to make it so difficult for him. Because they're going to keep taking the bag. They ain't going to leave. Why would you leave your estate?
You said $5K an episode, bro. That's $15,000 a week. I think I'm gonna just sit there and let his ass talk too. Oh God, go on, crash out. I'm gonna stack up real quick for this ship finish sinking.
See, Chris said the same thing. He said outside of Panama, man, I don't think he got friends. I agree.
mean, how could he? He worked too much.
Yeah.
How could he? Where's the time? My man worked unlimited.
Yeah.
It's some psychology behind that too.
So we're gonna keep the playbook going, y'all. We're gonna keep the playbook going. This one right here gonna catch it. Shout out to I don't want to say wrong. It's philosophical, right?
Philosophical, like philosophical. Yep.
So we're gonna switch over to his platform real quick. And see, I want y'all to see this from all angles. We ain't just focusing on his panel, his people, but he does have another side of the token that he has, the untouchables, over there with Fatty and Ali. And so you're gonna hear Fatty speak about Anton. And Fatty's gonna be realistic, but watch how much it took for him to be realistic about Anton. He had to be called out to be realistic about his friend, dog. And I'm gonna tell you this: any friend of mine, man, call me out. It shouldn't take 300 panels, 5,000 reactions. It shouldn't take all that. Somebody should have told Anton, hey, slow your brakes, dog. Slow your brakes, dog.
Hit that like button, y'all.
You knew that man was gonna talk about your daughter. But like y'all knew that. Y'all knew what he was gonna do. See, Devaney said fact. I'm telling you, somebody should have told him, pump the brakes, dog. Like I respected the aftermath part. Like coming to the hotel, you still got, you got your ego stroked a little bit. You got Mika still at the hotel with you. She's still with you, whatever. I respect that part. But that next day when you walk up and we catch phase in Detroit. I beat up my cousins, man. You see my knuckles? Y'all started letting him go too far. Y'all let him go too far. If he would have kept his comments from just that night, y'all would have never heard again from Corey Holcomb about Anton Daniels.
Ooh.
I can guarantee you. Corey would have left it where it was because he said his piece after the show. Corey went another, hour and a half, 2 hours?
Yeah.
He gave his piece. You even did a great piece on it, showing the aftermath of what Corey said that kind of broke everything down for everybody. That's what I don't think people understand. It's like, dog, sometimes you got to understand, hey, you won. You won. Y'all both won. Y'all both came out unscathed. Nobody had to get 2-piece. Nobody had to get locked up. Nobody had to do a lawsuit. But you chose a route that you know you shouldn't have chosen.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep telling everybody, we talked about this a few months ago, man. I told you everybody, it's content versus reality today, y'all. And it's going to be a lot of content creators out there getting a lot of reality checks. Slide up on the wrong content creator. It won't be friendly.
Nope.
I'm telling y'all right now, it won't be friendly. Don't take these smiles, these laughs, these jokes. I'm telling y'all, it won't be nice, dog. Stop. Keep creating be a creator, but don't create chaos. Because niggas that don't care,
we don't care. We don't care.
Corey's not a content creator, dog.
No.
He's a comedian that chooses to talk once a week on Tuesday.
Yep.
One time a week, dog. Rest of that, he on the road. He making money, hand over fist.
Mm-hmm.
Those are not the people that you want to have this pissing contest with, dog. Because Corey life is going to look the same with or without YouTube. Let me say that for everybody in the back room. Corey can be off of YouTube today and be the same Corey Holcomb tomorrow.
That's the benefit of standing on your integrity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't have the high ceiling of potential to make $1 trillion, right? Because speaking your truth ain't gonna get you that type of money. But whatever your earning potential is stabilized because it's built off the back of you being you. So it won't fluctuate. So let's say Corey getting $250,000 a year. He gonna keep making that till he pass away. Because all he got to do is keep being Corey. His brand is him authentically. I'll take that. Yeah. I'll take that. Instead of 100 million and you don't got freedom of speech no more. Or instead of 200 million, but you can't protect your family the old fashioned way. Because I promise you right now, man, somebody say something about my mama, I promise you we gonna figure out a way to set it up. We gonna figure out a way to set it up. I promise you that. I'll come far and wide, and I ain't gonna go to jail for it. We gonna sanction it. I will pay you to fight me. You gonna stand on what that was you just said about my folk. Yeah, I promise you that. Yeah, the old-fashioned way too. Ain't no, I'm calling a lawyer and I've got advisement. I don't need no advice on this. I don't need no advice. I don't need no advice. You played, and you played wrong. You play wrong, you lay wrong. You feel what I'm saying? That's just ain't no, all alleged, of course, for content creation purposes and entertainment, obviously. All of this is lies. I'm just being entertaining. But I'm just saying, though, you got to have a set of principles. If you don't, what you around here for? Why are you even here?
But he just told us he don't have a set of principles, y'all. That's why that first clip was very important. That first clip is laying the groundwork to understand that when a nigga tell you that they'll take any, the word any is very important. They would take any advantage to get what they need. So welcome, Anton. You found another nigga who would take any advantage.
Also what was telling though?
Yeah.
In that interaction in the first clip, he said, I think that women just want to win. They were talking about tactics of women.
Yeah.
And he agreed that he would use those tactics. They were talking about the tactics of women. And he thought it was a great idea.
Hell yeah.
Keep that in mind. He just told you quietly, I'm a bitch. Sorry for the profanity, y'all. If the kids watching, I'm sorry, y'all. I know some people be having the kids around. You feel me?
And we are going to drop the link tonight for everybody in here. We're going to drop the link after we cut up a couple more clips. We're going to drop the link. Want to hear y'all opinion about this bystanders betrayal. But I want y'all to hear something. I want y'all to hear the truth will eventually come out. So here we go.
I will drop your neck. First of all, bro. I will mute myself again. Bro, first of all, I never called you no name. You came on saying, yo, you're a feminine man. I didn't call you no name.
Rich, no, that's what y'all said.
Bro,
that's what y'all said.
Oh my God. Bro, when I talk to people, my friends, bro, it's not even conscious. It's like my man talked to me, he from the South, I'm gonna mock him I'm gonna talk like he talked to me. It's a joke. But that's what I'm saying. You got in your feelings. You can't take a joke. I'm not, hold on, let me finish, Sean. Because now that shit phased nothing I'm saying. What I'm saying is you brought up me and said, yo, why don't you leave this space alone? Why don't you leave this shit alone? Don't deal with this space if you're gonna talk about it. Tell that shit to Anton. Because if you don't like black men, hold on, bro. Because I was really responding to Fantastic. I was just using your example as an example. But since you got such in your feelings,
you are being passive aggressive,
bro. Let me finish my point.
I'm going to mute myself again.
I was using your point as an example to respond to Fantastic. You made a point about I need to get out of something that I don't want to fuck with. Great. That's a fair point if that's what you think I'm doing. I'm not, but that's your point. Cool. So I'm reversing that and putting it back on Anton. If he don't like black culture, and if he don't like black men, and if he think black men are stupid, and if he think black culture is negative, leave it alone. Don't have black albums behind your background when you go live. Don't have the Chronic on your wall and the Fugees album and the Wu-Tang album. That's somebody that's trying to appeal to black men and black interests and black culture. Don't have a bunch of Jordans behind your wall. Don't try to have this aesthetic as if you're really a part of that. Even when him and Corey got into it, the first thing he says, yo, I'm from Detroit. That's some black nigga shit. When you rep, that's repping your hood. That's saying I'm from this place. These are all black cultures, colloquial expressions that at the same time he tries to shit on. So I brought your point up to prove that if you could say, hey, if you don't like something, leave it alone, you can say the same thing to him. That's all I was saying.
Okay. Y'all heard that, right? This is one of the first people besides Classic who called out the people in his circle. Now listen up.
I agree with you. Anton is a hypocrite. He complains about black culture, and then he has crackhead Lamar Odom and Fleece Johnson on his show. I agree. You are not going to hear nothing from me.
Fatty, bro?
Because I already said it. Is mocking a person accent that is friendly to you, is that disrespectful, Illa?
Bro, it wasn't even conscious, bro.
I asked a question. You never did that to me. I talked with you so many times. You never did that to me. Why did you do it today?
Bro, it's a reflex, bro. I'm a joking ass.
You never did that to me, Illa.
Sean, when we talk, do I do that to you?
Illa, you were a part of my team for a year.
So I'm gonna stop it there. Did you hear what Fatty said?
I heard what he said. He said it in plain English. I'm shocked that he said it so plainly. I'm still trying to take it in. He might have just played with his money. Ain't he tied in with his money?
Let's see what he said.
That statement might have cost him a couple dollars, didn't it?
Here we go.
Album. That's somebody that's trying to appeal to black men and black interests and black culture. Don't have a bunch of Jordans behind your wall. Don't try to have this aesthetic as if you're really a part of that. Even when him and Corey got into it, the first thing he says, yo, I'm from Detroit. That's some black nigga shit. When you rep, that's repping your hood. That's saying I'm from this place. These are all black cultures, colloquial expressions that at the same time he tries this shit on. So I brought your point up to prove that if you could say, hey, if you don't like something, leave it alone, you can see the same thing to him. That's all I was saying.
Okay.
I agree. I agree with you. Anton is a hypocrite. He complains about black culture, and then he has crackhead Lamar Odom and Fleece Johnson on his show. I agree. You are not going to hear nothing from me because I already said it. Is mocking a person accent that is friendly to you.
Stole that from my boy Classic. Sometimes you gotta get it slow for him.
You gotta study the film, dog.
You gotta study the film.
Well, coach say, go back, slow it down. Stop right there. What the hell are we doing? What are we doing? Sometimes you got to go to the tape, dog. You got to go to the tape, man. Oh my God, yo.
See, y'all? This is bystanders betrayal. See, all betrayal don't look like silence. Some people say the things out loud that they've been wanting to say their whole time. They just had to get pushed against the wall. Fatty is like Peter, man. He gonna deny Christ 3 times before the rooster crows. Hey, all he gotta do is keep pushing him, keep pushing him, keep pushing him. And he finally just said it. You right. You're right. The nigga don't like black people. He's taking our money. He's a scammer.
Oh.
Hey, this stuff is deeper than what people think. It wasn't about the fight, y'all. This had to happen, dog. Judas had to be shown, dog. They had to let you know that Judas would do anything to take that advantage, man.
Yeah.
Anton Judas. That's what we're gonna call him today. Anton Judas, man.
The thing about it is, man, he been doing that shit. Like, that's why I say the real ones know. See, this is the thing about Anton. This is why I don't believe in idolizing men. Because we all human. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could revere and respect someone, but like, it's a people that literally idolize this man. I've been seeing through the bullshit. When you idolize people, you put a veil over your face. It's smoke. You buy the smoke and mirrors when you idolize people. You bypass some of the reality that's there. And I never like to do that. I like to be, able to see. So I don't idolize people. But for those who have, I see from my comments under all my streams and stuff, like these people that's trying to defend it, it's like some of this stuff you just can't defend. That's why Fatty had to respond the way he responded. You can't defend some of this stuff. Defend your friend. Your friend sat down with Felice Johnson. He the booty warrior. Felice Johnson says to you're supposed to be heterosexual friend, would you turn me down? And your friend's response is, what do you mean? And he's smiling. How do you defend your friend? You can't. You can't. He did what? Yes, you can't. What you gonna say? You see what I'm saying? Anton is now being called to the carpet in a way where the people who are supposed to be standing up and defending them, they don't have much to work with. What you gonna say? What you gonna say? It's on tape. And they pulling the tape from everywhere. That Felice Johnson shit 2 years old or a year old. They pulling tape from everywhere. We kept the files. Yeah. We got it. What they say, the receipts. They talking, G. And listen, people still gonna rock with him because of he been hiding behind his acts of service. That's just what this is. I'm an asshole. I'm full of shit. I'm self-centered. I'm narcissistic. I'm this, that, and the third. But I'm going to show myself on camera giving out $5,000 to the homeless in Detroit. But I'm going to make some charitable contributions to the community out here. But I'm going to take a picture shaking the mayor of Detroit's hand. But I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to shake a hand and kiss a baby. And I'm going to make sure that I can tell you about it, right? You know, do I or don't I love my wife? It's hard to tell a lot of times. Right? How much he really respects his wife. It's really hard to tell because of some of the talking he be doing. It's really hard to freaking tell. But politically, it makes sense for me to keep a wife. It sounds really good to say I've had the same wife. And it sounds even better to say it's been 20-something years, right? So you stay right there. You stay right there for political reasons, but I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been watching it, bro. And that's what I've been saying about Anton. I react to his stuff because he makes good content. Two things can be true. He's a good content creator. He has great information on money, stocks, real estate. He's a wealth of knowledge, and he's a great resource. He also ain't with us. He ain't with us, y'all. Hey, y'all. He ain't with us, y'all. Everybody that got the melanation, he ain't with us.
If I can't learn nothing from your ass, I cannot talk to you no more.
He ain't with us, folks. If a race war were to hypothetically break out in this country tomorrow, I could bet money Soft Rain gonna fight with the blacks, and I can't bet no money on who Anton finna fight with. If it was down the middle, the blacks and the whites is fighting. Everybody in between got to pick a side because the shit going down in the streets, and being neutral ain't safe. Everybody got to pick a side. I don't think he coming with us. I don't think Anton's coming with us. What Tristan say? He got to be my brother for real, because I literally was about to say all this. His community support is performative. Yeah, bro, he hide behind acts of service, bro. Acts of service don't negate the true disdain. Acts of service don't negate the true disdain. That's a lyric from one of my songs. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. He don't like us. He don't like our ways. He don't want to try to help for real. He want to look. He want to be down. He's essentially what he's doing is what's the word? Not benefiting, not profiting, exploiting.
Oh, exploiting.
He's profiting off of black exploitation. How hard is it for you to answer the question, what have white men done to contribute to the downfall of the country? Nigga, you could have said one word. You could have said slavery. How hard is it to answer the question? It's a
but he didn't believe in that. He said slave. Yeah.
And then he stated a whole bunch of shit that was wrong about slavery. But I get it. See what I'm saying? And but see, people, like Corey said, you let niggas put on glasses, they can say whatever they want. Anton admittedly, see, for people who follow Anton, it's bad for him because we know we've been listening to you, folks. We listened when you was talking. You hate cruises. You don't do cruises because the Wi-Fi not right. You can't produce your content. We heard your reasons. You don't like cruises, Anton. So that means you've never been on a cruise ship. You don't understand cruise ship capacity. You don't understand cruise ship technology. And you don't understand that 1,000 fucking years ago, niggas was not making a voyage from the U.S. coastline to Africa on the regular, bringing back thousands of slaves without no technology on motherfucking sailboats on the Atlantic Ocean. You realize that. Niggas was here. Did they bring some black folks from over there? Sure. Was it hundreds of thousands? No. Niggas was here. Yeah. These wars they tell y'all about historically, we got to clear some of this up real quick, Souls, because he stated a lot of stuff that was false on his stream when he was arguing with Corey. You don't even know black history for real. You only know social studies that they taught you in 7th grade public school or private school, wherever you was at. He don't even know true black history. Folks ain't with us. He's not with us. I ain't saying it's the death and destruction of Anton. I think his loyal followers still gonna run up his bread. He's still gonna be able to check his bag. Good for him. Like he say, I'm never against somebody being able to provide for their family. I feel the same. So get your bread. But we know you ain't with us, gang. You not. If it was down the line right now, which side would you choose? You ain't coming over there with us. And I believe you're gonna take your wife and your daughter with you. You're gonna, hey, we going over there. I can't fight with the niggas. You ain't with us, gang. You not. You scream. First thing you said out your mouth. Corey ain't tell you he was from Chicago yet. Corey sat in your lap. You start screaming, you from Detroit. Detroit can't help you. And from what I seen in my chat the last couple of days, Detroit ain't even riding with him like that. In my chat, Detroit was not. That nigga from Schofield. He from Chef. That boy from over off. Oh, they naming roads, intersections. That nigga from over there by the stop sign, by the goddamn. I'm down. He had me fooled, gang. Let a few thousand in the conversation and see the truth. I said, shit.
And see,
man, go on here. So
Classic would tell y'all. I've been so Classic about him.
You did. I had to see it.
See, I already knew. Even when I talked about the confrontation between him and Corey, I told everybody, I'm not gonna talk about Anton. What Anton did is what I expected Anton to do. I never expected Anton to fight Corey, period. I knew he was going to be able to walk away in an Anton fashion.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it. You know what I mean? Like I knew it, dog.
I'm sorry. I'm shoot. He said ignorant conversation. I'm trying to.
It's okay. We appreciate it. Don't worry about it.
I know. I just know we dropping a link at some point, so I just want him to stick around. I ain't want to cut off your wisdom, but we are dropping a link more. So please stay.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, please stay.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned, man. She said you can't fool the intuitive. No, not the intuitive. I've been called it. I remember. See, y'all don't know me and Classic. You know, we just linked up this year, man. But like I used to tell him all the time, like, bro, I follow Anton. I was even a bag chaser. I done donated to the bag chasers before to get the knowledge I needed to do to get where I am today on this platform.
Mm-hmm.
The man knows what to do. But you don't always have to support. You can support without really supporting. Because that's what Anton's doing to black people, right? Because a lot of his followers are black. Like, y'all act like this man, even though he against black people, probably 95% of his followers are black.
Mm-hmm.
So he still profit off of the people that you guys say he doesn't support. Salute to you too, boss man. Welcome in. Before we get to some of the comments, man, I want to get on this last clip for you guys. It goes right into what my boy Classic was just speaking about. I'm gonna tell y'all something today. This was him begging to the congregation, wanting everybody to feel bad. But what y'all really finna witness is, this is what a black man sounds when they're actually searching for white privilege. Let me say that again. Y'all are about to hear what a black man sounds like when he's searching for white privilege. Everything he said, y'all can't tell me y'all ever heard a nigga talk like this, period. Even in the most sophisticated one, you never heard him talk like this.
Are going to have to figure out what else to talk about once this whole thing dies.
And he was talking about us guys, the little content creators that keep talking about, you know, he wanted to throw a shot in there before. And that's the other thing about this nigga. See, this is what made me mad when I watched it. I got really watching this because he threw a jab to everybody who's talking about him on content. But then on the backside, you're going to plead for help. What type of nigga does that?
He ain't a member of my tribe.
Just listen to him, y'all. Listen to him talk about his son. I mean, his daughter. My bad, y'all.
Down. All right, but let me get to exactly what it is that y'all want to talk about. So, of course, I'm familiar, and of course, people were sending it to me yesterday and all of that, right? They were sending me everything about everything that was being said about my daughter and my wife and all of that stuff, right? And so the thing that I try to tell people on a regular basis is this: never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, let your emotions make you make illogical decisions. We are a thinking people now.
We just saw that. We just watched footage of him letting his emotions make him make illogical decisions. It's on tape, y'all. It's on tape, like R. Kelly is on tape, like the Epstein files is on tape, like P. Diddy is on tape. We just watched them. You saw the tape. I saw the tape. He made the tape. She saw the tape. Tristan saw the tape. Lode saw the tape. The Lovely saw the tape. Sonny saw the tape. It's on tape.
I mean, looking at two objects on the table, if I post salt and I post sugar on the table, you can't tell which one is sweet and which one's not until you taste it. Be careful. Hey, don't write that down, Ocho. That's between me and you. Ocho, that's just between me.
Between me and you, class. That's just between me and you.
Now, we are evolving. We are no longer subjecting ourselves to the same rules as the streets, as the culture, as the thing that we criticize the most. So I'm going to just say this. I'm not going to make it a long thing. I'm going to be very, very clear. And we're going to move on. I'm not going to address it again. All right. So here's the thing. Since the beginning of time, I've always, my number one thing in life, above all, When I made the decision that I wanted to have a kid, and I said that I was only going to have one kid because I wanted to make sure that I poured every single resource that I could into the kid, right? And that is the purest thing that we can do, is that we can take care of our children. Our children are the ones that are our future. Now, I'll give you a little bit of insight for those of you that may not be familiar with my daughter. USA team, at different points throughout the year, she's usually ranked about number 2 or number 3 in the country. Junior Olympian, probably has close to over 325 medals, of which 200 and maybe 80 of them are gold. Has traveled across the world representing our country, and is probably the sweetest soul that I personally know. Now, of course, we can be a little bit biased because all of our kids are the sweetest things to us. Those of us that are in our kids' lives and that are participating in our children's lives. But a very, very accomplished minor child, meaning that she's still a child. And one of the things that I tell my daughter every single day is that I want you to stay in a child's place. I never want you to grow up too fast. I never want you to be out here doing things that you're not supposed to do, because you have an expectation on your life. And so the thing that I've always done is try to protect my daughter against the world, from the world. And what this has shown me is that eventually all of our children, and she is still a child because she is an underage child, all of our children eventually will have to see how ugly the world is. All of them.
Now, do y'all hear this guy? This guy is talking about how ugly the world is. He's talking about saving his child. He sounds like somebody like Johnny Manziel daddy trying to protect him before everybody seen his son doing a line of cocaine. Why does her medals matter? Why does her being an Olympian matter? Like, why does any of that matter in this point of view? None of this matters, guys. You didn't think about her medals when you was telling another man that he's sucking. You didn't care about her medals when you said you will do whatever it takes. You'll take any advantages. You didn't care when you thought you was shooting a fair one with your cousin and you wanted to show us the scars on your knuckles. You didn't care about her medals when you was talking about Corey handshaking. But now, everything's about protecting that precious jewel of yours called your daughter. You're so devastated that you still taking the time to make content. Think about that, y'all. He wants to protect his child. The same child he was hiding from a lot of people on social media for years. But when she becomes damaged goods, I now put her on the front facing of YouTube. What benefit is that? How, as a father, are you protecting the one thing that you said is so precious to you just to put her out there? Every statement you made, it don't even matter no more. Because once you put content out there, guys, it is fair game. This is what Anton says before he does a review on everybody TikTok, everybody Twitter, X, everybody YouTube, everybody Facebook. He always say, hey, I get credit to the content creator because the content, well, you know what? They finna get credit to Leslie Daniels because you just made her content, sir.
Ooh.
You just made your daughter content. Think about that now. Nobody else. You could have let whatever Corey said just fly over the radar, guys. You are now making your daughter content. You can't expect the world to now follow suit to how you feel about how the world's supposed to look at everything. You the same nigga that laugh at black people getting shot on the Millionaire Morning Show. You the same man that talked about the black people, post office workers getting robbed. You the same guy. But today you want everybody to cry you a river. This is dangerous, guys. For somebody who says they want to protect something, but then would expose the same thing that they say they're trying to protect, that's dangerous, dog. That's dangerous. She said, Sonny said, mind you, Corey never said her name. He did it. It was, you know what I'm saying? He created content, guys. He was so devastated that the only thing he thought about was waking up at 6 a.m. to give you the Millionaire Morning Show. I got a child. I know some other people in our Raw side that have a child. I don't think if you was that devastated about your child, I think the content side of things can hold off, guys. Ego is the enemy, dog. You just profit off of making your daughter content. If no man don't see the wrong in that, y'all could cancel all the Corey fight, the beef, you just made your precious daughter content to the masses. That's crazy work, man. How you feel about that, Classic and Ted, before we move on
Well, first and foremost, I do want to say I have no problem with you giving Classic for crashing out on him about his blackness. I've been coming at this motherfucker for months. I'm going to take the credit for it. I'm the first person on the YouTube space to call him out for being a bitch ass nigga. I'm the first one, and I'm gonna call him out again. First of all, I will say this one more time for everybody else who's paying attention. You do not talk bad about my black people when I'm in the room, because you will get this version of me. You don't talk bad about my black people. And for everybody else that missed it, maybe y'all should head over to the Tez Down sometimes and wake up early like the rest of us and watch the show, and you might learn something. I've been put this on blast. I've been hated this dude. And I don't hate him because of his money. I don't hate him because of his style, even though he's biting from all three of us. I don't hate him for that at all. I hate him because he don't like black people. I hate him because he tries to profit off of them. I hate him because I've been watching this for the last 3 weeks, even before he came on Corey's show. Even before that. If you look back, I got it pulled up in case we need a reference. When you look back, Ben called this out. I'm sick of this. I'm so tired of the fake messiah that comes along to profit off of people trying to profit. I'm so tired of it. How you gonna come on here every single day? Every single day.
Hold on, Tez. Let me read my disclaimer, guys. Should have read this earlier before Tez got up here. But for our safety and ours and everyone attending, this is Souls of Thought channel. This is my disclaimer. This live stream is for entertainment and commentary purposes only. Statements made here are opinions, satire, and hypocritical discussion, hypothetical discussions, and should be not interpreted, again, not interpreted as factual claims. We are not journalists, attorneys, or professionals. We are reacting to publicly available information. No statement should be misconstrued as accusations or assertions of wrongdoing. By viewing this content, you acknowledge that you are responsible for your own, let me say that one more time, your own Tez Down, Classic, anyone else who comes up tonight, your own interpretations.
Yeah. Well, he spotted off a whole bunch of fake facts about black people and black history, and those are facts. Facts ain't defamation. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want to say. So I'm gonna say it again. Corey, you did what you had to do. Thank you. Because if I would have been there, I wouldn't have been able to hold back. You don't talk bad about black people in front of me. You definitely don't misinform people and miseducate people. Talking about black people sold each other into slavery. When's the last time you picked up a book, you ugly motherfucker? When's the last time? When's the last time you picked up a book? You know what? I'm starting to get tired of all this coon-ass bullshit on the internet. I'm really starting to get tired of it. Black people are supposed to stand together, right? Like, you listen to all of the FBI and CIA alleged tactics of putting black people against each other by pinning Malcolm and pitting Martin against each other when they were never enemies. That wasn't a thing. Did y'all not have grandparents? Did y'all grandparents not go to school? Did y'all grandparents not march with them? Because if they did, they would have told you that's all BS. My grandparents did. They told me about all of it. Right here in Chicago. If y'all didn't know that, that's where, the Black Panthers got slain at, was, down the street from where we live. I'm just keeping it 100. You're talking about they were a gang. They weren't a gang. They helped their communities out. And you want to continue pushing this crap that these people. And so when a man walks up to you and tells you, you don't never say nothing bad about the white man, and you say, let's switch gears, let's stop talking about this, we're not talking about that one right now, we're gonna talk about something else, and you're gonna switch it to liberal white women. That's not what he said. That's not what he asked you. You have never ever said anything bad about the people who have oppressed your people. Are you first generation Black in America? Okay, then how many of us are? Do I see you talking like this? No, I don't. So you definitely are first generation, not first generation. So somebody in your lineage, unless y'all are inbred bastards, which is also possible considering how ugly you are, hit the gym. Maybe you wouldn't have been so scared. You would hit the gym.
I'm not going out my way, and I'm not going above and beyond. That's where I'm not going. I'm just not doing it. I'm settled in. I won't be traveling to any of those destinations. I'm just not.
Yeah, I didn't talk about ignorant behaviors. And I said it once and I'll say it again. Ignorant behaviors, you're talking about a marginalized people that have been forced to literally scratch and survive to get everything that they get. And every time they get ahead, somebody comes, I don't know, bombs a city or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Oh, hell, all of them. Or every time you get a leader, he just somehow winds up with a magic bullet inside of his head. Or in jail. Maybe everybody that likes to watch content, maybe everybody that wants to be rich and be millionaires, even though that's gluttony in the first place. Maybe every time that y'all decide to, oh, you know what? We're going to go to church and clap our hands and praise Jesus. Maybe every time y'all do that, maybe y'all should I don't know, crack open the book that you're even talking about. Maybe every time that you do that, Black people got problems with everything about white culture and about slavery, except for Christianity. And it's cool. I'm not saying that you can't be a believer in the Most High. I'm saying do a little bit of research on the doctrine. Do a little bit of research on the stuff that these people are pushing at you. And it's funny because every time one of these guys pops up, what's the first thing they say? I'm not Black, I'm a Christian. I'm not Black, I'm OJ. I'm different. Let me tell you something, people. Let me tell you something. Anytime somebody walks up to you and tells you, hey, you know what? You're not like them other people. You different than the rest of them. That is a ploy. That is a ploy. That's the dude. That's the dude that's sitting over there on the porch, mad because you want to get on the horse and go away and explore the world. What you want to get on the horse and go? You think you better than the rest of us? No, you just like the rest of us. No. This is what this is. Last night, I sat in that man's show. I sat in this show for the first time ever. I sat in a live show and watched the show. And you know what I watched? For the first 30 minutes that I was watching this show, they talked about how tight this other brother's shorts was. For the second 30 minutes that I watched this show, they talked about how tight this brother's short was. I left for 35 minutes, came home, got me some nice food. I ain't gonna tell you exactly what it was because you're gonna try to steal my recipes. Got me some nice food, sat down, poured myself a decent beverage, texted my boy Classic and said, Classic, are they still talking about this man's clothes? Classic like, man, shit. I said, okay. So I go in the chat. Gotta subscribe to be a chatter because he's afraid of the smoke. That didn't used to be like that, I'm sure. So I subscribed. And so I started typing. And the first thing that comes out of my wonderful, brilliant, nimble fingers, as super dexterous as they are, was I was going for 30 minutes. Y'all been talking about this dude's clothes for 90 minutes. Aren't you just, you talking about how tight your shorts are, but you the same one that had Fleece Johnson asking you, would you reject me? If y'all don't know who Fleece Johnson is, he's the same one that said, you know what? Some things is more important than food and water. Some things, that thing is a man's butt. And let me tell you, when you walk past, I make my decision right then and there. And I grabbed you and I say, look, I likes you or I wants you. We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Better days are coming. Better days are coming. Even if you cried and cried.
that choice is yours. So when he looked at him and he said, Anton, would you reject me? And Anton didn't say nothing. That was not a suggestion. He was letting you know you could do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours. I would have looked at that man and be like, we scrapping. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's my best homie. I don't care if it's somebody girl. I don't care if it's a daughter. I don't care if it's a niece or some chick you brought for clout. It's exactly what he did. He brought her in there for clout. He brought her in there for backup. You do not talk bad about black people. Yeah, we got our problems. We're working on it. We're working on it. Yes, black people have their issues, but I refuse to have any one of you brown skinned, fake, non-skin kin folk bringing us down again. Hey, it was him, boss. That's what you sound like. It was that one over there.
If I can't learn nothing from your ass, I cannot talk to you no more.
Tired of this. Use your education for evil.
Let's get our lovely lady Miss Sunny came in, man. Let's let her chop it up a little bit. What's up, Plug? Uncle Plug TV in the building, man. We got
what up, Sonny?
Fourth of the Raw Society Coalition, man, in here. We're gonna go through some of the star comments tonight too. But Miss Sunny, we want to give you the floor. Let you what were some of your thoughts about tonight's content you were able to put out?
What's up, panel? Respect. Thank you so much for allowing us to come up, or allowing me to come up. I had to take a nap before I came in here the other day. I'm not used to this.
Yeah.
So I didn't catch it at the very beginning, but for the most part, I've been watching a lot of the content throughout this whole time. And along with you, Souls of Thought, I was watching Anton years ago. I was also a part of the Bag Chasers for a little while. So I have kind of seen this de-evolution of what he's become. He wasn't like this when he came out. One of the big things that I actually had a lot of respect for was that Anton made his money. He stayed in his city. He was married, he had a black family, married to a black woman, had a black child, all of this stuff. He was kind of the proverbial ideal of whatever you would want to see in the black family, right? Because we've seen the other versions of that. So to see him now kind of get to this point, it's kind of sad. But I also said that when I lost respect for him, I just was like, I can't consume his content anymore, because he is now just jumping on the bandwagon of what, how can I get the biggest bag, right? And it was, speaking of, I was on another panel and I was explaining to them, when it was like, oh, his child is off limits and all this other kind of stuff. Y'all have to bear with me. I'm a little scatterbrained and I'll get a little nervous when I come up on these panels, but
you're fine.
I was explaining to another panel, unfortunately, if you understand anything about combat, the rules of engagement under any circumstances, and I believe Classics mentioned that he was like a boxer, you don't get into a combat situation and go, it's just between me and the other fighter. I am only going to focus on his strengths and not his weaknesses. You're going to look and see, is he stepping? Does he wobble on his left foot? What punch has more power? This is the whole point of combat, is to observe your opponent, to see where their weaknesses are, to see if I want to defeat them or diffuse them, what is your weakest link? Because that's what I'm going to attack. And Anton not being socially aware of any of this, in my opinion, let me say that, he didn't understand the rules of engagement when it came. He didn't really study his opponent enough. He studied a thing about his opponent. Corey may not like the whole SD thing, but he did not truly study his opponent in order to go in and actually defeat him. He went in for a moment. So he was, and I was having this conversation with one of my friends, and I was like, you know, there's a thing about being situationally aware. You understand certain things from certain vantage points. You don't necessarily have to be in the street to understand street culture. You don't have to be a businessman to understand business. You just have to understand things from a certain perspective. And Anton just simply doesn't seem to get that, right? He is only looking at it, and I believe y'all mentioned this, he's only looking at it from the perspective of getting the bag, i.e. bag chasers, right?
Yeah.
Because I caught a clip and he was like, yeah, he was by himself and wherever he, I guess, stays at or films from, and he was like, yeah, I was just thinking, you know, with all of this, how much money am I going to make? And he was like, oh, I'm going to make about $1 million off of this. And I had asked my friend, I said, well, I want to ask the question, and I pose this to you all as the panel and as well as those in the chat. When you go out and you do a thing from an emotional perspective and you don't think about a thing, you have to ask yourself the question, how much is your pain or the people that you're going to cause pain worth? Because for him to get up here and now, like you all were saying, put his daughter as the shield and say, look at what he did to my daughter, and use all the legalese buzzwords of well, my minor child was harmed psychologically and all of that. And I said, Anton is going to have to take that L on that. That has nothing to do with Corey. That didn't start with Corey. That's not going to end with Corey. And if you understand anything about being a parent, you know, I'm going to kind of only speak from the perspective of a woman. If you understand anything about that, when your child or when your family is harmed mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, or financially, that responsibility solely falls on you, because your actions caused the harm, not the person who said, I know how to get to your weakness and I'm going to shoot at your weakness before I shoot at you. See, he went around and sold wolf tickets for a whole week. And I said, Corey just took them little pebbles and he stacked them up in like a little pile. And he said, I'm going to just let them rock out. This is why I said Anton doesn't have any situational awareness. He doesn't understand the rules of engagement. He doesn't understand combat. He only understands chasing a bag. And this is where his, you know, he sat there and called Corey a Neanderthal and all this other kind of stuff. And I was like, but you played yourself by a person you said who lacks less intelligence than you. You the one that got on there and said you were a chess player and you did all of this stuff. And I am no chess player by any stretch of the imagination, but strategically, you would think if you were a chess player, strategically, you would have thought this out a little bit better, and you didn't. And now your family is the one that's catching strays, but you now want to say it's everybody else's fault. It's Corey's fault. It's people out here laughing at the joke fault. It's, you know, those who don't ride for me fault. It's just like you, and to go back to kind of make this whole thing full circle and then I'll land. What did Corey say in the initial meeting with him and Anton? He says, Anton, you're holding everybody else accountable but yourself, and said Wahite man, if you will. And with that, I land.
I appreciate that. I appreciate your take, Sonny. Always. You can stay up as long as you like as well. But we got to shout out Classic, man, passing around that collection plate. Appreciate your brother. He said, God bless the Raw Society, RSC. As y'all know, again, just doing some housekeeping while we got these eyes on the prize. February 13th, we are going to be in Chi-Town, west side of Chi-Town, there in Illinois. We're going to be at the Q Bar. You're going to be able to see all of the Raw Society, your favorite Uncle Plug TV, your boy Tez Down, or the Sophisticated Crash Out, as we call them these days. The Classic Codes, and our First Lady conversation with Soft Rain. Y'all probably seen her in the chat, getting everything off. But I definitely agree with you, Miss Sunny. I think some people don't understand that money can't build a wall. Like, I think we have to understand that money doesn't build a wall and it doesn't stop you from being touched. And Corey just only tipped the iceberg. He didn't really go hard. Like, we don't even know. Corey might go and get a whole comedy show segment about his daughter. Like, we don't know what's about to come out of this. Like, he just tapped a little bit of the platform. He ain't really hit him hard yet. So we'll see. I think he backed down now. I think that whole rant on the Millionaire Morning Show was his way of saying, hey, you got it. I think he even said it. Like, you won. Oh, no, it was his Room 9 night show. He said it, you won, Corey, you won. Like, so.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't care if he backing down from Corey. Every time he goes live and I'm able to catch it, and you say anything about black people, I will be right there. I will be right there. Anytime anybody starts talking bad about black people, spouting off fake facts, talking about white supremacist talking points, no more white supremacist talking points in black spaces. You want to be a white supremacist? Go be a white supremacist. They will lynch you too. They will lynch you too. Okay, so I brought y'all 10 of them. Last time I checked, it looked like it was 11 of them in here. What you think? Yeah, Chuck. It's 11 of them in here. We got 11 to string up. Do not forget where you came from. Do not forget. Just because you got a couple of dollars in your pocket does not mean you just like them. They are trying to take over this country. They're trying to take over this world. And you helping them. Putting money in their pocket because they feed you the scraps off the table. You are despicable. And everybody like him is despicable. What you gonna do about it, Tez? This right here, letting everybody know the fraud that you are.
I got a stupid question for everybody. You know, since we got us a nice gang here, when was he gonna take a chance or just take a moment there in his soliloquy to defend his wife? When was he gonna start defending his wife? Corey talked about making sweet, tender love to her and even taking nutritional vitamins to make sure he busts far enough off in the back of her cervix and ovaries to produce a handsome boy child. These are the things that he said, and I'm trying to be as nice about it as I can. He talked about ejaculating in his woman. And not only did he talk about it, yes, you guys play. I'm finna be done, I promise you. He talked about it, he brought it back up, then he rapped about it. And then he didn't speak to Anton no more. He spoke directly to the wife. He spoke directly. He said, hey, baby, if that's what you want, you know, if you want what you need, Corey got it for you, baby. All I heard him talking about is his daughter. When is you gonna protect your wife? You would never, ever, boy. Go ahead.
He can't, Classic. You can't protect what you already messed up. He already disrespected his wife
100 times.
You see what I mean? So you can't protect something that you already disrespected. Like it don't even line up.
He brought a side chick with him.
Yeah,
to back him up.
So he defended the one thing that he could defend, which is his daughter, who he's never mistreated or never done wrong. You can't defend something you damaged.
So he said he was going to take special vitamins for his wife. Y'all go ahead. It's popcorn
I call
style.
him Futon Daniels because he folds up.
What up?
Man, that's Futon Daniels. He folds up. You could never tell me that about my chick. Never. Matter of fact, it's bare knuckle. 16 is over. It's bare knuckle.
Yeah, don't get quiet now, y'all. Somebody say something. Tristan,
no, he said, no, Classic, remember, he said she wouldn't be in his top 5 rotation, but he'll move his women around to put her in the top 5.
That's the one right there. That's the one.
I was like, I'm telling you, I was sitting there going, this is crazy. How do we? And you're right. That was the one thing I kept sitting there and I was like, he hasn't mentioned his wife yet. He kind of threw her in there kind of in a like offhanded way, like, oh yeah, my wife, when he was talking about the daughter, but everything was focused on the daughter. And it's just like this whole time, even with his alleged side chick, and if you watched her,
where was she at last night, Sonny? Everybody else was there. Where was she at?
She hasn't been, even when she did like her little response to the whole thing. She's on paid leave.
Yeah.
When she did her response to the thing, she didn't even mention his name. She actually was like, yo, Corey, my bad. I'm sorry. I don't have any hard feelings towards you. And that speaks volumes. And that's why I said Anton wasn't ready. He's punching out of his weight class thinking that, you know, oh yeah, I'm gonna go on this man's show. And that's why I think on y'all's show I said, you know, Anton didn't respect Corey's celebrity. And when I made that statement, what I meant was is that Corey got his bag differently. Corey don't have internet money. Corey has been in the game for 30 years and he had to grind it out and get to where he is to be who he was. He may not be the big name comedian that we all know and that we all see on a regular.
Where you
but
from,
Corey
Sonny?
is I was born and raised in Georgia.
Okay, so
Yes,
Corey
he
is from
is. He's big
Chicago,
name, baby.
right? Corey
Yeah,
don't care
I
about
know
his
he's from
celebrity.
Chicago.
Somebody came to his spot that was uninvited. They wasn't invited.
Right. That's a whole nother issue. That was a whole nother thing that I said too, because somebody was trying to argue with me in the chats and was like, he could have brought who he wanted to. And I'm like, you can't bring an uninvited guest to my house and think that I have to offer them any level of courtesy. You brought them here uninvited. I invited you. You didn't even have the respect to ask me. But what I'm just saying with Corey's time in the game is that he got it from the mud. It's not like this internet money. You don't have your 15 minutes and you can be that type of quote unquote celebrity. Corey is true celebrity in the fact of they used to grind it out. You know what I mean? Corey, you're right. Corey don't need fame. If we all know him regardless, right? We've known Corey Holcomb from Black Jesus, his comedy, time on Wild and Out. Anton will never have that resume. Never have that resume. So, and I also want to kind of point this out. I've noticed throughout that conversation, every time Corey says something, Anton parroted it. He was like, well, I'm from Chicago. He was like, well, I'm from Detroit. And Corey was patting his back. He was like, well, I got money for this. He was like, I got money too.
Anton
and then it was just
stated he wants to be a politician. He wants to run for the Senate. He wants to be a part of government. That is why he's been kissing all of these dudes' mayonnaise colored behinds, is because he wants them to be his constituency.
But how do
he wants
you
to be put on by them?
he's not going to have that level. He's not going to get that level of respect because they don't move like this. That's what I'm saying. He just doesn't understand the game.
But to everybody who came up here, how do y'all feel about the actual topic though? Like, do y'all feel that his friends let him down or his circle let him down? Like, how do y'all feel about the actual like meat and potatoes? We all know Anton. We all know Corey. But how do y'all feel? Because I feel like Corey circle showed you what good friendship looked like. You seen the lady have his back. You seen like y'all seen Craig and like so we seen what a good solid circle looked like. How do y'all feel about the circle? You go ahead, plug.
2K, what we said earlier, 2K was getting ready to say what he want to say. Everybody was saying whatever they were saying behind the scenes before he got there. Before he came back into the hotel room, they was already getting ready to say what they wanted to say. Ain't no real one going, man. I don't give a where you at, where you from. I don't care. When you invite anybody to a body part, dog, is done deal. You just initiated nothing but war. Then when you left and you came back and you said you're gonna be out of Corey, bro, you don't know what landmines you led for yourself. Bro, you say you studied him to trigger him, but you didn't study him to finish him. Because Corey initiated the finish him. And then dropped another pod. Say, Dion, now you can go ahead and drop the pod with me and you on there. Go ahead and drop the pod because this finna go up, bro. I'm trying to tell you right now what's going on right now. Anton has, like, bro, there's I don't give a fuck about no money. Point blank, period. Use a whole hole for this. To jump in that pool, and then now he say something about your people, and now you want to jump out. Now you want to be victim now. When you try to go on a whole bag parade to go and get this bag, You weren't thinking about the casualties who would leave. Now you want to scream victim. You's a whole hoe. That what hoes do. You's a whole hoe. You's a whole hoe. Right now, I can't be around you, bro. If I'm on here, man, I'm about to just forfeit this bread because all money ain't good money. I gotta forfeit this money. I gotta bag back, bro, because you a whole hoe and I'm gonna be guilty by association. Ain't nothing about you, dog. Ain't no way you gonna come on here and SMD. Dog, you could have said anything but that, bro. Like, that's your only comeback. That's real white boyish. That's some square lame. Just, bro, that's something that you just couldn't formulate nothing else but say that. And now you want to play victim.
Okay, guys. Tristan, what you got, boss man? I know you've been having to come in and out. We want you to go ahead and get off what you got to say. Welcome in, Tristan. How you doing, boss man?
I'm all right, y'all. How y'all feeling? Because it seemed like my internet going in and out, so I think full time at work. So I'll keep it pushing. I actually think that if we go back to it, his people did listen. If that ain't the most paid actors if I ever seen, like 2K almost got it. He was actually about to. My question to him would have been, why didn't you finish that? Like, what, other than Anton stopping you in that moment, what stopped you from like reeling the conversation back in? Because he did a lot of gymnastics over there. So that would have been my question. What actually stopped him from bringing the conversation right back to, this is what you was looking like, explain that.
Shit, I can't say nothing. I can't say nothing. Ain't that because there ain't no explanation for it.
By saying black folks stupid?
I mean, just in general, like when you come up with, like when people come up with examples or analogies, it's either gonna come from the front of your brain, because you just was talking about it, right? Or it's gonna come from your subconscious. So either way, both of them flow off the tongue very quickly, right? Whether it's coming from the front of your brain because you was just thinking about it, or if it come from your subconscious. For him to spew out, that's like me saying all black people are stupid. That's the first example that popped in his head.
Whether it's from, he said.
Right. Whether he said. And that's what Corey pointed out. See, people were trying to talk about Corey's intellect. Corey's very smart. Intellect articulates itself in a lot of different ways. The man caught all the BS that Anton was on. He caught all of it. He even told him in the conversation, I don't like people that slick. You know what I'm saying? And Anton was like, me either. He was like, yeah, I'm glad you feel like that. He was like, he telling him like, bro, you slick, bro. Like, you slick. Yeah. Like you, that's the first thing came to your mind. He like, why ain't something about white people the first thing that come to your mind?
He even said, like, I don't know if you caught it. Go ahead, bro.
No, you good.
No. He said it while he was talking. Say, he said most people ain't gonna catch this.
Oh yeah. He did.
Yeah. He was dropping a lot of game. He was dropping a lot of jewels, and Anton just wasn't picking it up. And that's why I say Anton was punching out of his weight class. I mean, he was fighting out of his weight class, and he didn't even realize it. Corey was literally giving him the game. He was like, everybody you see up there paid their dues. There's a reason why they're sitting in this room, right? And back to the point that Souls was trying to make about Anton's panel, those people are not his friend, because if they were truly his friend, 2K, Slimmy were trying, but everybody else, as like their quote unquote friend, they just there for the bag. They remain, they remain quiet.
They got a whole black panel every night. Every night he has a whole black panel of 6-7 people, all black people. And the first thing that comes out of his mouth in the middle of an argument, mind you, where things are heated, where you don't have time to calculate everything you're going to say and be super articulate, the first thing that he says is, well, just like, people think that all black people are stupid. When it's obvious, you got 3 women on your panel usually every night. Black women are the most educated people per percentage in America right now. That doesn't even make any sense to even come out of your mouth. That's a stereotype that's not even supported by numbers. You're supposed to be this politician type dude. That's the first thing that comes out of your mouth. So once again, this goes right back to the talking points. I'm the one that's different, right? Like, yeah, I'm not like the rest of y'all. That's a problem.
Yeah, they do bicker.
Right, Chanel,
yeah.
But then you also got to understand on his panel, he's disrespectful to a lot of them.
Damn near all of them. I'll say the only person that really don't catch it on a personal level is Carrie. And probably Molly. But like, cause Carrie, he'll combat her on some like new believer type stuff in recent history. Like he'll combat her there, but personally, he don't combat Carrie. Like as far as
Carrie husband, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say Carrie is married. But you notice his panel has changed too. What Carrie is doing, what's her name? Island Gal? I forgot her name. His whole panel has changed over the last like 5 years. I saw the one girl, she used to argue with him all the time. She was on a whole nother panel. I forgot her name, but yeah, his whole panel has changed.
Jazz.
Yes, Jazz. Yeah. I'm sorry. Tez, to your point, when you talk about being a politician, he's still not operating in that space. He just doesn't get it. He thinks this is going to win him those brownie points or whatever. But history has shown him that that's not going to help him. Even politicians who tried this didn't win it. Look at the guy. What's the Brian Donaldson, Tim Scott, Candace Owens. You have Tommy Sotomayor. Huh?
Alan Keyes was a politician that they shipped to Illinois because they didn't want Barack Obama to win a seat in the Senate. It was vacant. He got destroyed by Barack Obama in Illinois. He tried the same thing. He was out there walking around, hosting barbecues, kicking it with people. Barack wasn't out there with them people. I'm gonna tell you right now. Barack we're walking around the South Side. Everybody knew who he was. He was in the government buildings though. He wasn't out there throwing barbecues and having what was that? What was the block party? I don't know if y'all remember Alan Keyes in the block party, but he tried to have a block party to bring black people together so they would vote for him. And everybody said, "We don't even know who you are. You just got here, and now you want to run for a seat in our state? Nah, no.
Yeah,
you're not even an Illinois citizen. They shipped you all the way over here to try to take away from somebody else."
With that said, though, we still have to be mindful though that this black man was able to shift a very high percentage of black people to start thinking differently. Like you can't like negate that. Like you got to think about the talks he started to have people vote differently, for people to think outside the box who probably normally wouldn't. That's something that he will always be able to lay his hat on, because even if he doesn't need to lean on black people anymore, he has those platforms. This dude was going on CNN. He's already laid the foundation. He probably ruined it. I think that's why he stopped going back and forth with Corey, because I think somebody got in his ear and was like, "Hey, bro, election season coming back around. We're going to need you back on CNN with your AD polo shirt on." Like, somebody got in his ear for him to fade back so quickly.
I think he's right, but I also think he's trying to imply that, because if you notice what he said that when he was talking about the minor child and the mental anguish and all of this stuff, and I had to take her to the hospital, I think he's trying to imply that he is going to file legal action. So I think he's trying to kind of do this little fail shot across the bow to scare Corey or whomever to stop talking, because here comes the legal action. But the problem is that Corey technically didn't speak about his daughter. I am no lawyer or attorney, and I'm not going to try to pretend to be one on the internet, but he has to understand that the picture that Corey received was not personal, it was public, and Corey never stated the young lady's name, and the joke that was being told was about him and his looks, and unfortunately, like we said, the daughter caught the stray.
I got a clip that I want to show y'all that kind of depicts how Anton Daniels wanted to go, how his defense strategy essentially. You know, it's something that came to mind just now. And so I wanted to pull this up to kind of display to y'all exactly how Anton decided to handle his conflict with Corey Holcomb. The bullets began to fly, and this was Anton. We won't play too much for copyrights. Hold on. As y'all see here, let me turn this down a little bit so I can call it, doing a little film study here. As y'all can see, Anton is in need of a Anton being Nino Brown in this situation. You know, he thought life was great. Let's show him doing. Let's go back a little bit. We're gonna show the jolly feeling, that the feeling of joy that he's been living in. Look at him, smiling, acts of service. Anton love the kids, protector and provider. Oh, shit finna get real. Shit finna get real. Anton's running. He's running. It's too hot. I ain't gonna make it. I need a shield. Anton, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Let's go back. I don't want to take over the show. Anton.
We gotta make that thumbnail. We gotta make that a thumbnail, dog.
Anton Daniels. Anton Daniels, ladies and gentlemen.
We gotta make that a thumbnail, dog. We gotta make that.
All alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. Anton Daniels.
Hey, that's definitely a thumbnail.
Classic. That's all. It's what came to mind.
Yeah, hide behind.
That was a good one. That was a good one right there. That was perfect. Which one of us gonna steal it? We both gonna steal it?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, got you.
Clip it. That's a reel too. Clip
it. Yep.
Hey,
let me know which one of them. I could take Nino Fall, and you could take whichever one you want to take.
Yeah, we gonna figure it out.
Have any of y'all ever got somebody a little bit pregnant? Like just a little bit?
Yeah, a little
just bit. A little bit pregnant.
A little bit pregnant. Sonny said no. Sonny said no.
Okay, Sonny, you never been just a little bit pregnant?
No.
Like you're not pregnant, but you're just a little bit pregnant.
Oh, okay. Is this like no?
Okay, all right. So either you're pregnant or you're not, right?
Correct.
So I would hazard a guess here that if Anton Daniels is spouting off the exact same stuff that the people who hate us are spouting off, that he's not just a little bit weird or a little bit wrong, he's all the way wrong. Well, he did some nice stuff. Yeah, but he did all of this. Okay, but he only grapes a little bit, but he saves sometimes, but he also grapes. But he saves, but he still grapes. What's a couple of grapes here and there? He did a couple of cool things. He helped people a little bit. But what about all of this though? Well, yeah, he helped the people a little bit though. He's not all that bad. It's crazy to how every time we start talking about these types of people, we start talking about Spider-Man all over again. Look, listen, Peter, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
He has a responsibility to the Black community. He does not have a responsibility to any other community, despite what people want to believe. He has
but his first responsibility to his family, and if he
Yeah.
won't give it to his family, he's not going to give it to the Black community.
He obviously don't care about his family, because why are you bringing chicks cross country with you if they care about your wife so much or your daughter?
Oh, he had her on
My
he had a
daughter.
court side last year.
Exactly. Look, being seen, being heard, bringing somebody cross country for backup that wasn't invited. What's she, your personal stenographer, your secretary? Look, the game knows the game, and people can say whatever they want. Allegedly this, allegedly that. It is what it is. That's your work wife, and we know what happens to the work wife. The work husband hugged the work wife harder than her own husband hugged her. We know this. We witnessed it. We witnessed it for years. I'm gonna say it one more time for all the people in the back, all the lurkers, and the people who was trying to, get rid of my comments last night. Y'all suck. Y'all are the worst parts of black peoples. Y'all are, because you will sell out your own people for a couple of pennies to rub together. That's why. I got some money. Y'all, anybody else want some of this money over here? All you got to do is turn in 5 of them.
Yeah,
That's
but
what he's
look what
doing.
happens. Look what happens when you start to speak against, when you start to go against the grain, i.e., Candace Owens, right? What did they do when Kanye West went against the grain? What did they do?
They got rid of them too.
Right. But what Anton and those who are like him don't understand, you are a useful fool until you're not. Right? So when you get out of line, what do they do? So they attack you socioeconomically. They was like, oh, okay, well, we were the one fattening up his pockets anyway, so we'll just take it back. What did they do when Kyrie? I think it was Kyrie Irving.
Same thing.
So
All
he didn't even get
share a post. Do you know what a covert asset is? It's a spy, right? A covert asset, somebody that's set to infiltrate a community or group, organization, in order to gain intel on them, or sway the opinion of the masses inside the group. Some people call them moles. What happens when you lose control of that asset? You burn that asset. All those people you see crashing and burning all the time, and they big public scandals, and everybody's doing videos on it. Those are assets that are being burnt by their handlers.
Right.
And these are people that people want to defend and listen to.
Yeah.
Their own handlers are burning them.
Yeah.
It's obvious to anybody that's seen it happen before. I'm just not gonna let it be me. I care about my own ass, and by my own ass, I mean my blackness.
I think
these massive grapefruit of fortitude hanging down. They gonna make sure that my blackness is certified and protected. And when I see somebody coming at it the way that this man gallivants it, and look, I wear Jordans. I'm black.
Right. But my mother used to tell me when I was growing up, always be wary that white ice ain't colder than black. It's formed under the same conditions.
Yeah. I like what Marathon said here, though. He said her presence was the main reason he was acting the way he did with Corey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Facts.
And did you hear how he talked about her? There was a point he was bragging about how great she looked. Ooh, did you see Mika look good? I was like, this man is married. And there was a panel. There was that one panel. There was one time I had caught another YouTuber reviewing the panel, and him and Q were going back and forth. And Q was like, and I'm paraphrasing. Q said, if we was out here, I'll be pulling more women than you. And then Anton was like, don't do that. Don't act like that. Don't say that. And I'm like, you're married. You're not even in the game. So how are you now sitting here talking about you can pull just as many baddies or more than Q? And I was just like, this doesn't even make any sense. But that's why I say if people just sat and observed the man, he has told you who he was before. And mind you, there was another video that came out years ago, even before Anton really was in that light. And he was telling this story about when he was working at, is it General Motors that's out there in Detroit?
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying that he had this great job. He ran a scam, and he got the family member that was at the medical facility got fired. Family members that were in these executive positions and had these like government contracts, they lost those contracts just simply because of his recklessness and going in and consistently getting these notes so he could take off work. So if that happened before he had a kid, then what makes you think? I say this, if that's how you treat your family, that's how you'll treat me. And I'm just a new person in your life. If I'm considered a friend, you don't have any value from me. And that's why I asked the question earlier, what is the cost of your pain? What is the cost of his family's pain? What is the cost of the people in his life? Because everybody has a price tag. Everybody.
Yeah.
He didn't care about his own child. What he was saying about her Olympic dreams, her the greatness that he did. I mean, he said, I put in all this thought to have a child. I strategically said I wanted one kid so I could pour into them and make them the best version of who they're going to become. And I was willing to put that on the line and compromise all of that for a bag. Anton will tell you right now, he will be the one that will sell you to the highest bidder without question. Family or not, that doesn't mean anything. He has no loyalties to nothing but the bag and himself. And Anton's problem is that's why I say he's not situationally aware. Anton does not understand how things operate outside of his ego. He literally gets online and says the most hypocritical and oxymoronish stuff. And I'm like, you do know you're recording yourself, and this is now living on the internet for the rest of your life because people have probably clipped it, screwed it, and did everything else with it. And you just don't seem to realize that this stuff is going to come back to bite you. That's why I say he's just not situationally aware. He just doesn't get it. And he thinks he's the biggest man in the room with the most money and the smartest. And those, what did they say, the pride before the fall?
Yeah.
Here we are.
But you know, Miss Sunny, like he did just enough because we as African Americans are so like we have a lot of forgiveness. We're very forgetful.
We do.
Like you got to think about it. Today he talked about on his show, like, hey, we had about 20,000 bag chasers. You know what I mean? Like for him, it's no longer like reality. It's just like, okay, I got all these people. I just got to keep all these Danielites in line and the money's going to keep flowing. You know what I mean? He's willing to lose the one or twosies every day to keep everything afloat. You know what I mean? Like, and he can reinvent himself. Like he already did it. You know, he was with Lapeef first. And then somehow Lapeef kind of just fell off. I mean, he still has a good show, but like he took everything with him.
He was with Kevin Samuels for a bit.
Yeah, like so, like it's just like the dude knows how to rebuild regardless. Like I think this whole thing with his daughter is actually going to get him more of the white crowd. Like, because you got to think about it, his daughter goes overseas. She's fighting for the Olympics. Like, it's going to be an even bigger story.
He got on two networks. He got on CNN and he got on Fox after the CK shooting, right? He got on there, and that's when he decided permanently that he wanted to be a politician because of how much attention that he was getting. And he's trying to follow in the same footsteps of everybody else that wants to just, toe the line real quick, but not really be on the side that's right. He wants to pander. He wants to lead people in the wrong direction because he knows that if you can get the other side votes, you become more valuable to them. And he only cares about his pocketbook, so that's what he's going to do. Corey called it out. He might not have said super blatantly, but he said, why don't you never say nothing bad about them? But the first thing you want to do is talk about brothers and sisters. Every time you get a chance.
It's easy to punch down. Yeah. Not to say it's easy to punch down. It's, to punch down and degrade the Black community has been people's bags for years. That's the easy bag. It's easy to punch down. It's not easy to punch up. Because in so many ways, he understands that you can't bite the hand that feeds you or that you want to feed you. So it's easy just to hit the lowest target. Oh, all of you are degenerates. Y'all don't deserve reparations. You are this and you're that, while still being online and doing the very thing that a lot of people who get a little money in the Black community do, wearing designer clothes, going out and getting the bad bitch and driving the high-end cars and thinking that that's showing a form of wealth, and it's not. Wealth is quiet, rich is loud.
I like that. So we about to wrap up to about 2 hours, man. I want to ask everybody something, man. Y'all can go however order you want. If you were Corey in this situation, we ain't gonna put Anton. If you were Corey in this situation, what would you have done differently? And I want everybody to give me one thing you would have done differently if you were Corey in this situation. Whoever wants to start can go. Go ahead, Plug.
As soon as he said what he said, and I stepped over there and confronted him, I'd have put that whole ass nigga off my show. I would have got him off my show. I'd have never let him get off. And I think I gotta credit that to my dog. Classy, I think you said that should never let that nigga get off. But I just couldn't restraint. I'm gonna get out.
Yeah. So, who next?
I don't think Corey should have done nothing different. I think he comes out the winner in all of this because he didn't get off brand. Corey didn't do nothing we don't think Corey would have did.
Yeah.
He didn't get off brand. If anything, I'm gonna be real with you. Me being a person who is Mr. Take this shit too far, Corey taking it light on him. Corey being gracious. Like you said, bro, he could go do an hour special right now. His name ringing in the streets crazy. Netflix probably got a bag for him right now.
Yeah.
He could put 45 minutes on Anton's daughter and wife's ass right now. And it's going to be funny. The whole 45. We going to cry. So if one insult is enough to destroy, he's talking about she's destroyed. She's destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so if that one insult destroyed her, imagine if Corey really decided to put foot on neck. Wouldn't that, y'all think these millions bring different conversations. Netflix, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all an example real fast and I'm gonna be done because I know everybody got to answer this. Y'all remember when Nike told Michael Jordan, keep wearing the shoes, we'll pay the fine?
Mm-hmm.
Keep wearing the shoes, we'll pay the fine. Say Netflix, hey, get on his ass. We see that they looking at analytics. The numbers behind this right now, Netflix got a bag for him. Hey, if he sue you, we got it.
One second, Clay. I'm sorry to cut you off. Sorry to cut you. Yes. Appreciate your marathon. Appreciate your 1999. He said this group has a lot of knowledge and maturity, man.
Yeah, or farming home up in rank. Step in the room, they paid away. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't. Envious, cause they really ain't. I'ma win.
All right, now that's all 1999 get you a classic now. Hey, his album worth about $3 million. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's all. But we shout out to Marathon, man. We appreciate you, man. That's what we're trying to do on all our platforms, man. While we got you here, man, make sure you lock in with Uncle Plug TV. You got Tez at the Tez Down. You got the classic codes, and you also have myself here. Then you have our first lady conversation with Soft Rain. And if we keep getting Miss Sunny to come on this thing, she might be next. You never know. You never know who's gonna be the next creator in this thing, man. So we appreciate your marathon, man. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah, man. No, you good. You good. I was just saying, like, you never know what type of bag might get thrown at Corey to go and double down on that thing. You know what I'm saying? They might even help him fight the case. Hey, man, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Come get this bread. You hot as fish grease right now. We need that. Netflix need a good special. You know what I'm saying? They paying Dave Chappelle an exorbitant amount of money to go up there and have a one-on-one conversation with a group of people. You know what I'm saying? They pay, like, a lot of these specials ain't hitting. You feel me? I mean, Dave, he be saying good stuff, but it's just not necessarily comedy no more. It's an expose, if you will. I mean, he's just up there talking. You feel me? So it's like, but yeah, man, you just never know what type of opportunities Corey getting offered right now. Because at the end of the day, the level of visibility and traction behind this, if I'm Corey, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know if I would change anything. If I would change anything, it'll be to triple down. I'm with all that. Oh, you disrespecting me when I was trying to chill and just have a conversation with you? Okay. I'm gonna take, fuck going outside. I'm taking this shit to the moon. Straight up. We finna go figure out how to get past we going through the ozone layer, through the firmament. We going too far. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
I don't know, man. Sometimes letting stuff go don't feel right. When you give somebody a pass and you know you should have smacked them up, that could haunt a grown man for the rest of his life. So however Corey handled it, he handled it. Listen, chat, I'm telling y'all right now, it's some people right now that think it's over between us. And it's not. I just haven't seen you. It's not over. It's not over. That fade you said you wanted, we doing that.
He definitely clapped
clip
back
it.
on another.
Nah, that's real.
another
You
video,
gonna have to
right?
see me for real. Yeah.
Yeah, Tristan. Yeah, look, it's not over, G.
He said he was gonna dog walk Corey.
I heard him. That's what I'm telling you. You all that what you was talking about. I'm gonna make you live that, G. So my quote. I hope you've been training. That's my quote. I hope you've been training. I'm going to the gym in a few hours. That's all, bro. You can't just talk how you. People don't know. A lot of people around the world today, because they done feminized everything that got so soft. It's a lot of men out here talking because they haven't been hitting their mouth. They talk like they talk because ain't nobody hit them in their mouth. It is what it is. You ain't see it.
Yeah, we did. We hey y'all. Stay tuned to Raw Society, the classic code. We got a lot coming for y'all probably in the next 24 hours, man. I'm sure we're gonna probably do something that a lot of people haven't done, man. You know, we got a lot of time, you know. So we're gonna definitely get some content out there. Yeah. What's up, Plain? He said he been listening. I've been here for a minute, man. We appreciate you, man. Make sure you tap in to everybody on the platform, man. Again, Uncle Plug TV. We have Tez down. We have the classic codes, myself, Souls of Thought, and we got our First Lady Soft Rain. If you stay to the end, you'll definitely see the end. We'll show everybody. We'll get all the housekeeping in. Appreciate you, Ancient African King. He said he tapped in. Appreciate you, man. He said, what y'all ends on my algorithm? It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, stay in the algorithm, Bill.
Why you ain't click the link?
Oh,
he said he been here for a minute. The link been going through for why you ain't click the link? If you felt so strong, you could have came and talked to
Pop
us.
up.
We don't bite on the internet.
Can't do nothing.
Miss Sonny, while we waiting on if he comes up, Miss Sonny, what would you have done if you were Corey? Would you have done anything differently?
I think the only thing if I was Corey that I would have done differently is just done a bit more research on Anton, because I think Anton was easy to tamp down even without him doing all of that, right? So yeah, that's kind of what I think he should have just did a little bit more research. But I also think because Anton was trying to control the narrative and the conversation in that moment. And once I saw that happen, then I would have just dismissed him. But I wanted to say this. Somebody said that I study boxing, but I wanted to say this. I'll lose the battle to win the war. And that's what I think, in all of this. I think Corey can come out on top of this regardless, because you can lose the battle to win the war. That's why I say, when you understand things from a certain perspective, and I hate to kind of put everything with this comparison of combat, but in so many ways, combat is kind of life, right?
You sat in that man's lap. That was combat.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying. But if you listen to what Corey said in that moment during the initial meet, he dropped jewels, and Anton was like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And I'm like, this dude is, you're out of your depth. And then when Corey came back and he was like, I sat in his lap and he didn't do nothing. He said, my size up was when I got up and walked over. As a woman, listen, I ain't no fighter, but don't push me. The minute you got out your chair, I'm getting up and I'm keeping distance. You always gonna be an arm's length away from me, because if I got to run or if I got to swing, you gonna get hit with something, right? I understand that as a woman. How do you not understand that as a man? And I don't want to split that hair, but come on. It's called situational awareness. This is not something you don't sit down with your head down looking at your phone. You're in combat and your opponent just got up. You put yourself in the least defensive manner possible. And then you're going to sit there and talk about you would a dog walk me and put your little rusty knuckles in the thing and talk about you run face all day. Security would have won the fight. And I land with that.
Yeah. So before I give you my take, we appreciate you, Emperor Stats. He said, but I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Everybody keeps saying Corey should have left the kids out. I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. There's something called life. There is no rules to life. You either have to learn how to survive or you're gonna die trying. Once you say what you had to say, everything's all out there, man. Nothing's off limits, dog. We can't tell another man how to fight his fight. You can't. If you're a southpaw, we could still talk about boxing. You can't get mad at me because I own, what is it called? What would be the other position?
Orthodox.
Right? You can't get mad at me because I'm a southpaw and don't want to go orthodox and fight you orthodox. Like you can't pick the way I choose to defend myself. Like you can't do that. If you wanted me to do that, you don't go back to your hotel room and get on the camera and talk crazy. And then you don't wake up 24 hours later and still talk crazy. Then you don't wake up 48 hours and still talk crazy. Like, if y'all want it to be rules and respect, you have to have a limit. You have to cut off. I'm telling y'all, I guarantee you, if Anton would have let everything go that first night, y'all, it would have been done. Corey only responded because he had to.
Here go the thing. The proof is in the pudding, right? So this level of exposure and this level of virality is supposed to benefit his numbers, right? Anton is live right now, just like us. He's doing his normal numbers. He only got 2,000 people in his stream. Corey went live on Tuesday, did 500,000 in a day or less. You feel me? The proof is in the pudding. Same way that Anton put his foot on Lapeef's neck, the same way. I remember him streaming and looking at Lapeef numbers live on his stream, like, yeah, right now we got 5,000 people in here, and Lapeef only, we looking at, he wouldn't say his name, but he'd be like, that other dude only got 50 people watching him right now. We streaming. He said, I'm going to stream at the same time he streamed every single week until I put him out as misery. I remember that. If Corey decided to start doing a Tuesday, Thursday, Friday show, you might be facing the same thing, gang. What it look like, numerically speaking, right now, as we speak, bro, I'm looking at room now, and they got 2.2K. That's his regular numbers, bro. He had them numbers on Tuesday. He had them numbers on Thursday. It's the regular numbers, bro. It's the same niggas in it ain't no new people that then slid and joined Team Anton since all this occurred, bro. So I would say analytically, it's backfiring.
I bet they talking about somebody tight shorts again.
Yeah, he said he went to see Corey live in Texas a couple of years back.
You in the big TX marathon?
Yeah, in the city? We was there too. We was there too, Nick. We was there too, Nick.
He in the city with it. He was in that good Arlington. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in the Arlington Improv. Died laughing.
Yeah. So I would tell y'all this. What I would do if I was Corey, what I would have did differently, Anton would have never had an invite to my platform. Because one thing that kind of threw me off was all the information and all the thoughts that Corey already, all the preconceived notions Corey already had about Anton. And Corey kept talking about principle. And I feel like if you really stand on principle, you don't bend for no one. Why would I bring someone into my home that I feel we don't have the same principles? So I feel like that's the only thing I would have did differently. I would never brought him up to my platform at all. If it's about principle.
Did Tristan answer? I actually think
Tristan
that
didn't answer yet. No, he didn't.
Oh, he said he.
Yeah. So things.
Go ahead, Tristan.
Things happen the way that it was supposed to happen. I actually think, because like Classic said, I got the same position. I think, people got to see a different perspective on who he is for real, right? Because I remember it was like a couple years ago. The disconnect for me was when he said something about feminism. They were talking about the origin of feminism, and he left white man out of that completely. And that's when I was like, oh shit, we got a bootlicker. Listen.
Say one more time for the people in the back, Tristan.
Yeah, he left out white men completely, and they were talking about the origin of feminism, and I was like, yeah, that's we got one.
Mm-hmm.
He licking the whole side of that duck boot.
Yeah, he need to study. He need to study history though, because white men paid into feminism. White men funded feminism and liberation. It's all good. That's a different conversation. But that's crazy. He seemed to have his historical facts is a little. You know what I mean? Like I'm starting to believe that C student shit. The more I listen.
It's true. Would I have done something differently? Well, I'm highly confrontational in my own space, and I'm highly confrontational with anti-black, sensibilities. So the minute that I would have said the same thing, especially a quick question, Souls, do I have the same type of money that Corey has?
Who
at that point? Like at that point, do I like if I'm having this conversation? In
Yeah,
this
yeah,
scenario,
yeah,
I have that
yeah.
much money.
Yeah.
Okay. So Corey did state that he had money for this. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I'm live with probably 15 to 20,000 people watching, which means that there's probably 15 to 20,000 black people that are watching me. So I have this chart that I like to go back to, right? And the chart says, should I punch this Nazi? Are they a Nazi? Follow the line. Yes. Punch him.
Hey, use a different word for that.
Okay.
Yeah, you good. Just don't. Yeah,
let's
you
just
good.
call
Just
them
don't,
hand
yeah.
saluters. Okay.
Yeah.
Should I
We
punch
trying to
this
get-
hand saluter? Yes.
Marathon 1999.
Are they not a hand saluter? Don't punch them. Are they a hand saluter? Okay, yeah. They hand saluting y'all. I don't know if y'all are okay, cool. So let me tell you. Two things you don't say to me. Number one, you don't talk bad about black folks, and my family included. So we can get that out the way. And you don't tell me to do sexually explicit things to you or other people. Okay? So I'm gonna tell you what would happen, right? The minute he would have told me that I was doing something with my mouth, I would have took that microphone and I would have made him do something with his mouth. And it was nothing that anybody could have done on God's green earth to stop me from doing it. The level of rage that he would have felt and would have been displayed, I would have been like, man, I know Kunta wasn't a real person, but Kunta would have been clapping. Go ahead and get him for me, Tez. What you say I do? What you say I do with my mouth? Cool, don't worry about it. Right in his. You ain't saying nothing. I hope you got a good dentist. I hope you got ass whooping insurance.
Tez chose violence today.
No, it's not violence. It's not violence. See, here's the issue, and I'm gonna say this, especially for all of y'all black folks that I've been reading these comments and staying silent while everybody else got to talk. What do you think they're gonna do to you? What do you think they've been doing? Did the people who unalived Emmett Till, did they ever face justice? Did the conspiracy to get rid of two leaders in the 60s, 3 or 4 if you count the white guys, did they ever get really convicted? Or are we still having people in 2026 talk about we're gonna release the files, y'all? Like that's gonna do anything to bring them back. What about Mark Clark and Fred Hampton who are sleeping in their beds? What about them? That's what they're gonna do to you. So yes, I chose violence on that issue because that's the only thing they understand. So we got to speak their language. If the language of your enemy is violence, peace talks are not going to do anything. Somebody got to make them feel it.
Right. And I think it's important, and piggybacking on your point, Tez, is to study your enemy is to know how to combat with him. And we've been studied for years, and people don't understand that. And that's why I say, if you understand the rules of engagement, it's not about the loudest, the most bravado, the most money. It's how you understand your enemy and you combat with it. I can't get my words together, but
I got some help for you. You got fingers? Let's use your fingers, okay? So real quick, put your hands up for me. You got Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Louis Farrakhan, Muhammad Ali, John F. Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy, and about 34 million hippies, all in the 60s and the 70s, protesting Vietnam War. What did the United States government do? They went to war anyway, right? The hood remembers because the hood got introduced to opiates. Did they not? The hood got introduced to opiates, heroin, right? Yeah, we keeping it 100 right now. The hood got introduced to all of that from the Vietnam War on down. Did they not? Okay, so all those people that opposed it, what happened to them? Did the people listen to them, or did they go do what they wanted to do anyway? Did they not go to war anyway? Did people not die anyway? And when somebody opposed them, they took care of them. They unalived them. They're all gone prematurely. All of them. So to sit back and be like, well, you should read the book to Corey, or not to Anton and Futon and whatever else his name might be. You should have read him the book. I'm not reading no books to him. He declared war.
Yeah.
He declared war. Corey gave him a pass. If y'all don't understand what that is, that was a pass. He checked him and he gave him a pass. I am not so forgiving.
I don't think Corey completely gave him a pass, because if you look at when he did the rebut, right, he was taking the jab and said, well, you know where I'm at. And then he said, well, you already beat me up. And that's why I said, Corey is saying, I'm willing to lose the battle to continue to win the war.
Was Tom wearing a white shirt? He was wearing a white shirt, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna hazard a guess here that Corey wears anything from a size 10 to probably a size 13, right? Mm-hmm. And if Tom left without the whole outline of the bottom of his shoe on his chest, then he got a pass.
Oh, I understand what you're saying.
I guarantee you that you do that in my place, you're going to go home with a wonderful souvenir in the form of the outline of whatever Jordan shoe or Nike boot that I'm wearing that day. And that's the bottom line.
Or no buttons.
I would have been like, nice glasses, nigga. Right off his face.
So, man, but I appreciate everybody. Now we done hit past 2 hours. Miss Sunny, I appreciate you always supporting, man. This is nice to get new and familiar faces. Appreciate you always supporting us, myself and Classic Codes as well. We will be back tomorrow. I got to sit down with class to see how many times we're going to do this thing tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow, though. Hopefully we can get Tez and some of the other family up here. So just be looking out, Miss Sunny, for us tomorrow for our notifications. We appreciate everybody in the chat tonight, man. We really, really appreciate it, man. Even the ones who didn't agree. What's up, McKinnon? Even the ones who didn't agree, man. That's what we like about up here, man. We are open to everybody's opinions, everybody's thoughts. Hey, there's no right. Your right is right. Your wrong can be wrong. We don't care. As long as you have an opinion, have one. The biggest thing is just make sure we supporting each other, man. I know we did a lot of talking tonight about Anton and how he was able to build his system and everything. But hey, y'all got to help us other smaller podcasts, as they call them, or other smaller content creators to build things that you want to hear every day. And people like ourselves that let anyone come up. We up here to let anyone come up. Everyone has a voice. So keep supporting our channels, man. We are the Raw Society Coalition. Let me get the banner up for you guys so y'all can see everybody that supports. And Classic, do you have anything for them while I pull that up?
No, look out for Red Room 2 a.m. or probably midnight Sunday. So late tomorrow night, look out for Red Room. Also on Classic Code Sports. I'm thinking about calling my first fight live tomorrow on my sports channel. Andy Cruz is fighting against Marataya. For people who are into boxing, that may be something interesting. That's going to be a banger. I may just Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call that one in particular because I'm not in love with the whole card. So I'm thinking about doing that tomorrow. So everybody who hasn't already followed my sports channel, it's not a boxing channel, it's my sports channel, go to Classic Code Sports. And I also do a gym vlog over there too. For those that don't know, I'm recovering from a pretty serious injury. So I show my journey back to like full health, you know what I'm saying? And through the vlogs, of course, and they short vlogs. But yeah, man, that's all I really got to plug for the night. Yep.
What about you, Ted? Where can they find you?
They can find me at the Tez Down. Sometimes I show up on the Ben podcast. Sometimes I show up on the Classic Codes, but I'm always here on the RSC and the Tez Down. I just want to remind y'all that since it's that week, that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And I like justice in my home, especially when I'm the judge. So I don't need injustice in my own house just because somebody else sold us out. So, McKinnon, you know what, McKinnon, thanks. I appreciate it. I might sell you the hoodie now, maybe, but probably not.
Sonny, do you have any platforms or any social media you want anybody to be able to tap in? You got a lot of good knowledge, a lot of good information to give. I love all your analogies. I love how you're able to put things together, the methodologies and things of that nature. You got anywhere people can follow you?
Well, actually, I don't as of yet, but surprisingly enough, I've kind of put myself into this space because I'm an extremely shy person. I don't like to be out to be seen.
Yes.
But and I have been told by many of people in my private life to establish a platform like this. So this was kind of me trying to get my feet wet to see how it would be received. And, I guess.
Hey, Souls of Classic, y'all got an email for her?
Who?
For Sonny?
Sonny, yeah.
Sonny. Well, hold on, Sonny. How do you feel like your reception has been? Have you enjoyed it?
I have enjoyed it. I think I'm a little bit more critical of myself just simply because I think we all are. I don't strive for perfection. I strive to be factual. I strive to be objective, and I strive to be I strive to be educated and to teach, if that makes sense. So I think I've done that. I think my delivery could be a little bit cleaner, but I think if and I'm just still trying to figure out like the whole, just without being like not being a viewer of YouTube and being someone who actually uses it as a to bring information. So yeah.
Can you email me, please? You said you study boxing, right?
Yes, I have children. Two of my children. No, all of my children were in boxing. So I took thank you, Marathon. Thank you guys.
That's awesome. Sonny, that's some of the best news that I've heard all day is that you put your kids in boxing.
Yeah, I took boxing as well. We did it. We all did it. And I actually was trying to learn not Southpaw, Orthodox. Yeah. I wanted to learn. But go ahead. I'm sorry. No,
go
ahead.
No,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, can you email me? Because I would love to have you on some of my. I'm trying to ramp up my sports channel as well. I achieved my goal with my Classic Codes channel getting monetized, so I'm trying to bring my sports channel right along. And I would love to have your voice on some of my sports panels. I did a panel today. We streamed for a couple hours this afternoon. Me and my boy Ye, and we talked about T.O. and Shakur coming up. We ain't gonna talk about it too much here. We're trying to wrap up. But if you could email me, because I'm about to be covering that for the rest of the next week until they fight. So my email is theclassiccodes777. Yep. Let me know when you're ready.
The classic
codes 777@gmail.com. And that's for anybody who want to come on my panels, anybody who want to tap in and talk sports, or come on my sociology chats, people who want to send me stuff to react to. That's the email for anybody that's listening as well. Y'all can send me videos like, hey, man, I think you should do a segment on this, whatever the case may be. And y'all can also follow me at The Classic Codes on TikTok and Instagram. And if y'all want me to react to certain things, hit my DM. I'm not hard to get I am not hard to get a hold of. Souls will tell you.
I did make sure I followed everybody. I joined y'all on Discord. I believe I did follow you all on Instagram. I have to check for Souls and
You can DM them there on Discord if you already got their DMs too, because on Discord all you gotta do is send the message through there in the.
It's the Raw Core. It was the Raw Coalition. So
yeah, you can send them a message on there. Everyone is represented in the Discord. Discord drops are gonna start to get nasty, y'all. So everybody's got a channel in there. So if you only watch one show, that's fine. Everybody's got a channel in there. You know, everybody got. Make sure when y'all get in there and where y'all came from. If y'all came from Souls, make sure y'all drop Souls sticker in there. Souls got his own sticker. You know, Classic got his own sticker. You know, Reigns got a sticker. Drop the stickers in there. If you mess with all of us,
Ted set all this up for me on my end, so I appreciate this.
Hey, no problem. You know, if the thing about the coalition itself is, you know, we want to make sure that these voices are heard, and the evolution of it comes from, you know, us being able to do stuff like this right now and bring people like you into the fold. I mean, we got the, you know, Chaka the Trigger that been around in the spaces. I don't know if you were on with her when you was on Bag Chasers, but she been around here. And I'm gonna tell you, you know, we just got to keep moving forward. Like, and we're only gonna break this cycle of defeat if people actually think differently. But you know, using the same old talking points that everybody else used to use is not going to get us anywhere. The reason why everybody here is doing good in a short amount of time is because, you know, we're keeping it as real as possible. We're growing and we're learning at the same time, and we're allowing ourselves to hear opinions, push back on opinions, not necessarily agree with each other all the time. You know, real communication, real cooperation. It's a real coalition. It's a Raw Society coalition. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. And one thing I'll let you know, Miss Sunny, is I know you say like you're kind of figuring out what you want to do. Do it while you're figuring it out.
Well, this is kind of my process, right? So I believe, and I want to say this before I kind of get into my own little thing. I really do appreciate you all. I appreciate what you all present into this space, because we've seen the same thing over. I watch a lot of YouTube. I've watched all different types of content creators. I've gone down the gaming stream. I've gone down the political side of things. So I do that to be learned, right? That's why I said understanding an audience, understanding where you're trying to go. You have to be able to go into these spaces and be able to articulate to get your point across. So when I found you guys happenstance under this whole Anton thing, I appreciated what I saw, right? And I just like to say, I do like to support Black creators, right? I've supported everybody else. I'm like, now it's time for me to support my people. And I also want to support you all, not just because of what you all bring to the space, but it's important. You all are a little younger than me. I'm a young old lady. I like to say that all the time. But I do appreciate you all, what you bring, and the fact that you let me get up here and I am able to, you know, present my perspective. And I, you know, so I appreciate that. And I say that all the time. So I talk about y'all. I literally have talked about y'all for like the last couple of days because of just what you all have allowed me to become in this space, or, you know, me to get up and say, you see what I'm saying? I'm just blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I appreciate you all. I'm gonna jump. It is late where I am.
Yes, ma'am.
Classic, look out for my email. I will probably be emailing you shortly.
Okay.
So thank you all so much. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you. We'll be back tomorrow, Miss Sunny. Look out for us.
I will. Y'all take care. Have a good evening.
Good night. Yeah.
But I appreciate everybody, man. Like Chanel said, this situation brought a lot of Black creators to my timeline. That's what we want, man. And new creators as well, man. I really appreciate everybody, man. Like, it's crazy, man, because like me and Classic talked for about 30 minutes before we even got on here, man. Just like the appreciation, dog. Like, I think a lot of people don't understand to get it out like from the bottom. Like literally, Classic started with 0. Like, I don't think people understand that. I started a while back, but like I started at one point with 0. Ted started one point at 0. Like, it's different, man. It's different. So we appreciate it. And also just staying true and authentic to ourselves. I think that's the biggest part. Like I even told Class, I was like, bro, like, I couldn't talk about Anton every day because I wanted to bring a different perspective because my mind thinks that way. So I didn't want to just talk about what a man would do, how the fight would go, but it still brought up a very good conversation tonight. So, and that's what we're here to do with the Raw Society, man, and everybody on their individual channels. If y'all come to any one of our channels, you are going to get a conversation and good information, dog, period, point blank. And you're always welcome to come up, and you don't have to agree with us when you come up. You can come up and disagree. As long as you come up and give your opinion, we cool with that. Just stay respectful. Other than that, man, we appreciate everybody. Tristan, appreciate you staying on tonight. Appreciate Marathon for the super chat, my guy. Stay safe out there, big dog. I just retired last year from the Air Force, man. 20 years, man. So stick it out, big dog. Stay in that army and get it done, man. He said taking the stairs to be a better journey than taking the elevator. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But we'll be back tomorrow night, man. I appreciate Class. I appreciate Tez giving your time as well. I appreciate Tristan, Uncle Plug, and Miss Sunny, all who came up tonight. And again, man, don't forget our live show, which is the most important thing. Darren, Illinois, man, February 13th at the Q Bar. And we're going to play the outro, and you'll be able to see 14 years, man. Go ahead and finish it on up, big dog. And y'all be able to see our advertisement for the show, and we out.
I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you can take to the I'm having that aura, I got that glow. They hate it worse when they know that you know. Walk in the room like I'm covered in gold. I used to suppress it, was about to implode. I used to suppress it, was about to explode. Sore thumb in the room everywhere that I go. Black sheep for the fam, used to think something was wrong. Took a little time to realize I was chose. Took a little time to realize I was special. Ever since birth, been a cold under pressure. Wanna be great, gotta do a little extra. That's why I grind with obsession. Everything about me irregular, everything about me is pressure. Maximum effort, no box left unchecked on the checklist, no stone left unturned, mash on the gas and etc. Or farming hoe, I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paved the way. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't.